Players at the ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? On my release.
Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Welcome, air hockey fans and enthusiasts. Today, we have a great game warming up for you. Jessika Buss, ranked number 16 in the American Air Hockey League versus Tim Genevicz. And I'm here today with Seth Garrett. Seth Garrett, how you feeling about this match?
I am feeling very excited about this match. We have two experienced players, been playing for a little bit of a long time for the American Air Hockey League standards, and we're coming right to it. Quick,
Right, there it is. Quick face-off.
Just scoring off the face-off.
Oh, what a rebound connection there. Right wall over. Jessika 2-0 now. It looks like Tim having a little bit. Oh no, Jessika actually shoots it in on herself with a right wall under.
That's unfortunate. She was trying to capture the puck and she just hit it too hard a little bit and lost control.
I mean, I don't know if I've seen anyone really quite hit an own goal that beautifully. You know, she hit it in a right wall under.
Talking about beautiful shots, she does shoot a beautiful cross right after, and seeing in this shot replay here.
Absolutely great shot there. Oh, look at the speed on that right one. Whoa!
Dang! Look at that.
Yeah, left wall under. Tim really showing he has a couple good shots up his sleeve here.
Look at this beautiful cut from Jessika here. She shot multiple right walls from that same angle, from that same windup, and then she hits a deep cut. That's that same windup. That time shooting across.
Tim hitting that left wall over, and now with control goes for another left wall over, and there he succeeds. Another left wall over, and it's a forehand. It looks like a forehand to me.
Yes.
All right, now Jessika with control goes for the right wall over, doesn't quite connect. Jessika going for looks like a cut there. It looks like Tim, he's doing a really good job on defense, catches those pucks, sends it back at her, but she is there.
Tim is doing a very good job of keeping his mallet in the right side of the goal to block it and also capture it here on the right side of the table.
Absolutely. Look at that catch there. Now still with more time, just taking shot after shot. Ooh, tries to go for a right wall this time. Fakes out with the forehand. Tim with some time. Ooh.
Another forehand. This time a right wall under from Tim here. Let's see that on the replay, folks.
What a shot. And then Jessika right back at him with the right wall under. Now 5-6. This is game point already here in set quickly. 1.
Oh, that is unfortunate. She beat the defense and the puck just flied off the table. Unfortunately, when the puck flies off, it's the aggressor's fault, and for that, Tim gets the puck.
Right. Jessika needing 2 points to catch back up here in the first game. She has control, goes for the right wall, doesn't quite connect.
She did a fantastic job of keeping possession on that first off goal.
Tim now getting back possession, goes for a forehand again. Doesn't quite land it there, though. So now Jessika, with some time, slows it down, goes for the cut, and lands it.
Another cut from Jessika there.
Whoever lands this next shot takes game one.
This is game point either way. Game one of this match.
Ooh, and there
and
it
with
is.
that, Jessika takes it with a cross.
Jessika taking the first game 7-6. a really close matchup between these two. Jessika being ranked number 16, Tim ranked number 21.
Well,
You know, I feel like Tim might be, you know, improving here. He might actually climb some ranks off this.
Jessica is gonna, if she's gonna play like that, Tim's gonna need to earn it.
Right.
Because she's hitting these shots strong, accurately, and she's mixing it up.
I believe she's actually the #1 rank in the AAHL for the women's division. So she's ranked 16 overall, but she's the top rank for the female.
That is also an accomplishment. I believe you are correct.
And I mean, you can see why. I mean, her shots are powerful, and you don't really see that a lot from the girl division. They usually are pretty accurate, but hitting it with a lot of force and speed, you know, it's hard to do.
Yeah. For those of us just joining us, welcome to the American Air Hockey League. This is a match between the 16th seed and the 21st seed out here in the Treasure Cove in Idaho, Boise. We're in our booth here. This event is brought to you by Ruth Kimichek from Ruthless Real Estate. Shout out to her. And with that, we're moving on to our next game. Looks like the players have elected to do the standard USAA face-off method. So what that is there's one face-off for the match, and after that, the puck is going to stay on that side of the table every time the game starts based on who won. So Jessica winning the first face-off was huge. She got a big advantage, and she took big advantage of it in the first game by winning by 1 point.
Absolutely. If you're just now joining us, you know, we just want to have a huge shout out for all of our viewers. We have officially become monetized, and you know, there's the super chats and the membership now that you can sign up for our YouTube channel. It's only $5 a month, and you know, you get to have some special things involved there. Check it out.
And with that, Tim shooting a pinch off the right wall, hitting an under there. That is a sneaky shot that can really catch an opponent off guard if they're too far forward or even...
All right, and the puck is back in play. Jessica gets control of it. Tim 2-0 now, taking advantage of this match. Tim with control once again. Jessica with a beautiful block there, but doesn't gain control. But then the second block comes down, turns into a right wall under. Tim now with time. Jessica goes for the shot.
Ooh, Tim almost hitting the goal there. Beat the defense, but just missed the goal. He hit the corner post, unfortunately. Jessica with another cut shot, deep windup. Just missed the goal as well. Tim says, you're going to shoot a deep cut shot? I'm shooting it, and this time I'm scoring.
All right, Jessica with time and gets a beautiful cut.
Yeah.
Tim now having time. Nope, goes back to Jessica.
Tim doing a good job mixing his shot selection, though. That time he did shoot a bank. It was a very similar setup to what he's been shooting for that cut. So making it hard for his opponent to know what he's doing on offense, making it hard to know where to put your mallet on defense. And with that, Tim scoring another goal. This time it's in the other category. A nice double bank from very far up on his side of the table.
Yeah,
look at this. Tim shooting it. Tim over here baiting the charge, waggling his mallet out a little bit in the front there.
Nice block there by Jessica. Tim almost landing one in. Ooh, and a right wall under.
And with that block, she converts it into a nice goal.
Ooh, and then another really good cut. Oh, and a fast right wall under.
And with that, I blinked and now we're at 5-4, folks.
It looks looks like Jessika with time goes for another cut, but this time Tim wised up.
Tim doing a very good job of holding out for the potential cut there.
Ooh, drops it in. 6-4 now. 6-5. Tim only needs 1 point to take this game and tie it up 1-1. Oh no!
Oh no, an unfortunate own goal. Tying it up. He still has possession. Let's see if he can use it to take this game. And he does! Hitting a right wall over. Look at this. Jessika leans forward just a little bit. She starts to come back. She leans forward again. And just as she's hitting her rocking and she's about to go back to moving forward, he takes advantage of it and shoots a bank under her mallet.
You're okay to take a minute if you need to.
Yeah. Nice job there by Tim, keeping the lead and landing that game. Now 1 game all. And looking over here at the chat, we got Stumpy. You know, I played that game in the 90s. Sure, you might have played it in the 90s, but what about playing it in the 2020s? Now is your time to shine. It looks like they're going through a little bit of...
Shout out to Pete from Facebook here saying, play puck.
Play puck.
Yes.
All right, it looks like we're gearing up for game 3 now. Jessika versus Tim.
Alrighty, game will start on my release.
And there's the face-off. Jessika
winning.
gains
Another face-off for Jessika.
Ooh, good cross. Don't see too many of those yet. But this time, ooh, and a nice block, too.
From the score counter, she's only scored 2, both of them being in the first game. Didn't score a single cross from my count in game 2. This time she's hitting the cut.
Ooh, very nice forehand left wall under.
That forehand from Tim is being very deadly for Jessika.
You know, when you see a lot of people attempting forehands, and usually they just don't have the power, but, you know, Tim, he's got the power.
And he's got the finesse to hit the forehand as a right wall as well. That is especially tough.
Absolutely. You know, this match, I'm just wondering, who do you think is going to win this? Do we have a poll in chat? If we don't, we should put one in there.
It
who
is
do you think
time
is going to win this match?
Poll for who is going to win this game. For that, we have no definitive feeling here, folks. We got 7-6 one way, 7-6 the other way for the next game, and now we're tied 4-4 in game 3.
It's just back and forth, close match. Both of these players not letting up.
I can tell you who's going to win. It's going to be the player who ekes that last point out to finally take the match. And who makes that last adjustment to put the puck in their opponent's goal. And it's going to be close.
Well, and both of them seem to be pretty rock steady mentally, too. Neither of them are cracking under the pressure. Sometimes you'll see when you hit a couple of your own goals, you might start to waver. But here, you can see both these players just mentally strong. Jessika now with a beautiful cross.
Another
5-all, a nickel apiece. Oh, but it's quickly determined that Tim takes the lead. Now 6-5. Tim only needs 1 more point to take game 3.
Jessika doing a good job. Does settle the puck on her side of the table. And Tim with another double bank. Watch this from this Ruthless Real Estate final replay, folks. Jessika shoots a shot on goal. Tim blocks it, shoots a quick shot, and is just in his opponent's goal. Jessica's going, oh, the double bank in transition. That is another shot.
See it.
That is another shot for Tim in the other category. Tim just finding multiple ways to just put the puck in his opponent's goal out of the traditional 6 shots.
Absolutely. You know, going back over here to chat, you know, CK asking, wait, this is a professional sport? Yes, it is. It's been a professional sport for over 50 years now. But we have just recently, you know, in the last year, decided to make it a big thing and take it to YouTube. And so, you know, this is your chance to join us, you know, join our membership and check us out. You know, we stream every Monday night and Sunday night. as well as a few other things we do, and we're growing quite quickly.
Shout out to Lord Salisbury in the chat. The GOAT, there's two people that you could consider the GOAT. One of the people being the GOAT is Tim Wiseman, one of the creators of the Center Line, fantastic group out in Texas. The other one is the current reigning world champion, has been for several years in a row. His name is Colin Cummings. He's currently based out of Hawaii.
If you're enjoying the stream and what we do, remember to like and subscribe. It helps us grow, and maybe share our stream and in this video to your friends and family so they can see it too. Also, I want to have a big shout out to my mom. She is just an awesome person, and I really appreciate her. So, Mom, if you're watching, I appreciate you. All right, here we go. Gearing up for game number 4.
Well, and with that, we're moving to game number 4 of set number 1. This is a 2 out of 3 sets for those of us at home. The way a set works is it's a 4 out of 7 games.
Oh, it feels so good in here.
So you could lose 3 games in a row and still take the set.
Alrighty, are we ready? Yep. Game will start on my release.
And here we go. Here comes the face-off for game 4.
Wah.
And Jessica once again gets control.
Takes another face-off. She's taking all of the face-offs this time.
I'm pretty sure she's learned a thing or two from the number 1 in the AAHL, Nathan. Because she's been winning a lot of these face-offs.
But first blood this game does go to Tim Genevicz.
Oh no, and another one snakes on through.
Jessica looking a little frustrated after that one. It looked like she thought it was going to take a little bit of a different bounce, and she was not going to need to block her corner, but it just snuck in.
She almost gets a turkey on him, but no, he gets it back and lands another. Now 3-0. Jessica looking just a little flustered. We'll see what she can do to regain control of this game.
Like she got a little bit of advice from somebody in the crowd there. Sometimes at an event like that, at this, just looking at your friend or looking at someone that's there to support you and just them giving you a thumbs up is all you need to lock in.
Absolutely. And here we go. Now she has control. This is her opportunity. Doesn't quite land the cross.
She does hold possession though, which is very important.
Ooh, goes for a really
beautiful
nice shot there, but doesn't. I think Tim blocks it.
Tim,
Ooh, nice, right wall under.
But that under was fantastic. Look at how fast this is here, folks. From the far left side of the table, Tim is moving towards it, and she just beats his defense. If for those of us at home that might not know about air hockey, it's the fastest table sport in the world. And the right wall under is one of the fastest shots, period. And with that, Jessica's down 3-0, ties it up 3-3.
Tim going for another forehand there, doesn't quite land. Jessica's really far out on her defense.
But it seems to be working for her. Oh, that over is... Look at that.
Forehand right wall over, or was that not a forehand?
Just
it wasn't a forehand.
But that was a good shot from Tim there for a few things. One, because he shot multiple right wall unders, so he's conditioning his opponent to block the close side of the goal to the wall, and also it's just a speed thing. When you shoot that over like that, it's a little bit slower. It gives your opponent time to move out of position because they see it going towards the wall. They move, and then it goes past their defense still.
Right.
Looking like the players are laughing a little bit. It is still very good sportsmanship, both from both players in this moment.
And there it is. Game 4, excuse me, goes to Tim. Now 3-1. He only needs one more game to win this set.
That was the first game that wasn't decided by 1 or 2 points. Maybe Tim's figured something out here. I'm curious to see if game 5 goes that same way or Jessica makes a big adjustment.
All right, looking over at here at chat. What do we got going on in the chat? Boom, here comes Tim. You're not wrong.
Welcome to people viewing. This is the American Air Hockey League, sponsored by Ruth Kimichek from Ruthless Real Estate. This is a 2 out of 3 sets, every set being a 4 out of 7 games. Tim currently leads 3 games to 1. We're moving on to game number 5 here, folks.
What's the name of the stable?
I don't think it has it. Well, I mean, I figured it was like car rules, like how all cars are girls for the most part.
Yeah. You gotta ask Nathan.
It's his table. I don't think I can.
You can hearing them chat a little bit between them.
I feel uncomfortable naming it.
What?
Yeah. You don't want to take the chance from him.
B4 Elson just put $36,000 on Tim.
Oh yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh,
Logo. You didn't know that? That guy right there on the little AHL. Yeah, that's Nathan.
yeah.
What are the odds you
Well,
got,
I mean,
Mr.
that's
B4?
not sexy pose on
Oh.
No, when he bought it.
This is when everybody's gone.
There's a good chance that
Oh.
Jessica could
Posted this
come
on
back and take
Facebook.
this match.
I have
So,
seen
Oh,
much
no, he, like,
larger
got on
comebacks
the
from this
table
one.
and was like,
yeah, and they're
Almost
already
every
both
game
relatively
has been
close.
1 or 2
Yeah.
points.
Well, he might be watching.
Tim got a few good lucky breaks on that.
Well, hey.
And with that, we're moving on to game number 5.
Alrighty, are y'all ready?
Here's the face-off, folks.
Game will start on my release.
Wah.
There it is. It
That's
actually,
the
for once, Tim
first-
gets it.
That's the first face-off that Tim's won.
Absolutely. Tim with time goes for the forehand, and look at that. She tops it.
Unfortunately, she tops it though. She blocks the puck, but she lifts her mallet just a little bit somehow. And when you put your mallet on top of the puck, trapping it with a table, that is a foul. You have to manipulate it with your mallet. And with that, Tim takes a quick lead. A transition being his second goal there, right wall under transition.
Ooh, and another beautiful right wall under there. Now 1-2. Jessica showing a little bit of life here. Can she come back, take this game and the next 3 as well? Or
Jessica,
the next 2.
over an unforced error, does get the puck from Tim. Does lose. Ooh.
There it is, 2-2. Unfortunate for Tim, but great for Jessica. Now she has an opportunity to take back control of this match.
And with
there it is,
that,
another-
she does a deep left wall over. Well, maybe it wasn't as deep as I thought, but still a left wall over.
Not bad. I mean, she's taking her time. You know, she catches the puck and she puts it in a place where she feels comfortable to shoot from, which is really great to see. You'll see some players that are newer, they typically don't put it where they want it. But she's trying to get it right where she wants it.
Shout out to Jared coming us from the chat. We do have some specials out on the Ocho. We had an ESPN air hockey tournament. 4-3 here, folks. Jessica is winning this. Got
It
some
looks
love in the chat going for Jess.
It looks like a lot of people are putting money on Tim. This is a really good time for Tim to throw the match and take all your money. I don't know if he will, unfortunately. But Tim, you know, Jessica, she's 4-3 now. She's actually leading this game. Perhaps she is making her comeback story right now. A lot of people rooting for Jessica now too as well. Go Jessica, go Jessica! From, it looks like Michelle Reyes, and also another from what? Cola Bear 186? Or maybe Koala Bear? Either way, 4-4. Jessica with control of the puck now. Just a friendly reminder to all you watching, we just became monetized today. And if you want to do a super chat, if you want to join our membership, you know, we're trying to make this become bigger and bigger, better and better for your viewing pleasure. So join us now, like and subscribe, share this with a friend. I hope you're enjoying the video. Jessika with a beautiful cut there.
That is a
We're actually-
powerful shot there.
Is that a cross? It's like a cut because of the side it lands. But
That was a forehand cross from Tim for the response, but Jessika here with a deep pullback cut, looking just like her right wall. Good shooting.
Nice job there by Tim. He only needs one more point to end it all.
Tim does sneak it under her mount with his forehand. It looks like Jessica's not used to seeing as many of those because they are sneaking by at a higher rate. That is Tim's highest percentage rate shot so far this event.
He really has a shot, and there it is. 7-5. Tim taking set 1.
After saying that he misses that forehand, but then he hits a transition right wall over off the rebound. And with that, Tim Genevicz takes set number 1 of this 2 out of 3 match. Jessika, to win, will need to take both of the next sets. 1 to force set 3, and then set 3 to finish the match. Welcome to all of the folks. If you would like to see us in landscape mode, check us out on Twitch.
Popping over to some of the comments over here. One of the funny comments we had from the Jackman2370. Just put both my kidneys on Tim. Once he wins, I'll have 4.
But Caleb, from watching this match so far, seeing the first few games and seeing the set turn around into Tim's favor, what do you think Jessika needs to do to finish this match?
Man, it is such a tough one because even myself, I haven't had a lot of time versing forehand players. Meaning when they take those forehand shots versus the normal shot, that's a hard read. So I think she's going to need to take the time to, see and learn how to block that shot. I think that's the one that's really killing her. So if she can take some time, maybe take a couple of those points, in the next game, but to really see and learn that shot to be able to defend against it, then she'll have a really good chance of winning because that's really the big thing that's taking her down right now.
Well, I'm curious if Jessika is going to be able to mix it up and shoot some more left walls. I don't have many left walls recorded on the shot tracker here, so I'm curious to see if she mixes up, throws some left walls in, keeping Tim's defense as honest as possible, that can throw him off enough and make him worry about enough shots that his defense starts forming cracks and holes that she's able to manipulate and take into games.
Right.
Tim over here, looking at his shot tracking, he's got a lot of forehands. He's got a lot of overs. And just solid. The thing I see here, Tim's shots are solidly mixed all over the board. And that looks like to be the reason so far why he's winning.
All these shots that he's pulling out, I mean, it's hard to keep up with all the different shots. That being said, Jessika still did a pretty good job on her crosses and cuts. They were solid, they were fast, and she had a good right wall under, left wall under as well. I think that forehand is really just the little edge that Tim has. All right, it looks like we might have an interview going on, possibly. I'm not sure. It looks like we have the dog mascot joining us today. What was his name? I think it was Bear. It was
It is Bear.
Air Bear. I believe it was Air Bear is the name of our mascot here. All right, let's see what's going on in the comment section. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you're just now joining us, this is pro air hockey at its finest. We are the AAHL American Air Hockey League. And you can join our membership, or you can like and subscribe. It really helps out. Also, maybe throw in a super chat so we can read it.
Caleb, are there any events that are coming up in the next few months that you're getting excited for?
That is a really good question. I'm not sure too much. You know, we do our Sunday night lives, we do our Monday night lives, and we also like to do a thing where we go to different locations and challenge players at arcades and bowling alleys and wherever there's an air hockey table, basically, to be our best player for $100. If you beat our best player, you get $100, and if you lose, you only have to like and subscribe. And so far, we have had 0 winners.
I mean, those are pretty close games. You've got some
Oh, yeah,
7
no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
sixes,
I think-
not
I
on the
think-
literal ropes.
I think if she was practicing, she'd probably be this much above me.
And in the chat, we've got it here, folks. The Centerline Showdown is coming up. That's that event that we were talking about earlier, that group from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, getting it in.
They've got an event that's very exciting. They've got high-level
Lucky or
world
skilled,
ranking
I guess
players.
That is what the
The
question
gatekeepers
is.
versus
Hey,
the
let's go find
contenders
Jessica real
is
quick. Check in with how she's doing, how she's
the
feeling.
title for it. A gatekeeper
Jessica,
is
I'm
someone
summoning
who
you.
typically holds the low tens or high teens rank, preventing the population
Welcome to the
from
club.
getting
I get
the
to ask you
coveted
questions.
rank of master.
So how are we feeling?
And a rank
We're
of
getting
master
a
in
little-
air
I know
hockey
you
is
just
someone
jumped
ranked in
off
the
work
top
day today,
10.
too. But it seems like
Well, that's actually something I
we
didn't
had a
know.
strong start.
That's
What
really
do we
cool
do-
to
what are we
find
gonna
out.
do?
Personally, that has been my goal for the last few years,
Aim.
is to become a
Aim is
master.
important.
At the last World Tournament, I ended up falling slightly short. I got 15th at the event, but we were close. And
Well, Seth, you know, you might be going for master, but I hope that you reach legendary. I hope you become #1 in air hockey, and if not you, then me, and if not me, then as someone else who we know.
And with that, we've got some love for Tim in the chat here. Saying time to terminate.
And
Shout
we'll
out to
be
some
back.
of the recent games that we've had. Anthony won 2-0 over Scott Arnold. Anthony also won 2-0 over Noel. And Anthony won 2-0 over Javier. As well as Chance.
I love the Jackman 2370 just won 2 kidneys, a new house, and 3x the world's economy. The only problem with that is that the match is not over yet. We are there's only set 1. So Tim has won set 1, but there's still a possible, 2 to 3 more sets depending on how it goes in the next set. If Tim wins the next set, then he's won it all versus Jessica. But if Jessica wins the next set, then we'll go on to a 3rd set. So here we go. Looks like we're getting geared up and ready for set 2.
Okay, my dear.
I need the puck.
Game 1, set number 2. We've talked about what Jessica might need to do to get it. We've talked about how Tim has been dominating this match.
And there it is. Once again, our starter girl, lady, the face-off to begin. Once
Miss
again.
Emily here with our face-off.
Alrighty, y'all ready?
Ooh.
Game will start on my release.
You might be oohing for a minute. There it goes.
Ah.
And Jessica gets control once again first.
Another face-off by Jessica there into a good cross.
No.
Just misses it on that transition. Tim does capture it. Shoots a forehand cut. Loses it a little bit. Does get a touch onto a shot on goal. And folks here, if you can see what Tim's doing, he's trying to shoot that shot right there. He's trying to shoot this left wall under. And a couple of these missed shots that he had looked like they were
Ooh.
attempts for that. And just missed.
Oh, wow. That one really snuck in there.
That was a sneaky shot indeed. Tim doing a fantastic job deadening the puck once it hits his mallet. As soon as it makes contact, he softens his grip because the length of contact on the puck determines how hard it bounces off. Simple physics. Jessika's leading us 3-2 though with a quick shot here. It was another cross.
And Tim now with control, goes for the shot, doesn't quite land. Jessika now gaining control, goes for the right wall, under, doesn't quite land it. Has some time here. Lines it up.
I'm curious if Jessika's going to do something, start shooting some banks once Tim fakes this charge here. He's been doing it a lot and just not been getting punished for it like he should be.
Oh no. And she shoots it on herself this time. 4-3. Not a great show there, but you know what? 4-3, she's still in a respectable position. She can take this game.
Tim doing a good job. Once the puck is getting close to the line, he still shoots a shot, doesn't just lose it. We got some love from Bianca in the chat for Jessika.
Jamie Parks, like, is this real? Like, live time? Like, yes, this is real. This is pro air hockey at the AAHL. We've got Jessika versus Tim. Tim ranked number 21 in the American Air Hockey League, and Jessika ranked number 16 in the American Air Hockey League. Both these players, this is set 2 out of 3 sets. Tim took the first set. Will Jessika take the second set? Now Tim, 5-3. Looks like Tim will be taking game 1 in set 2. We'll see here.
Oh,
and another unfortunate goal on herself. She needs to get
on Jessika.
She needs to get back into the defense much quicker after shooting it. That might be one of her biggest things to tackle here.
Jessika there might actually be to tone down the shot speed just a little bit. Once she misses, she's not capturing the puck at the rate that she should be to continue to force points.
Right. All right, and also we want to thank our sponsor Ruth Kamichek for Ruthless Real Estate. You know, if you're in the Idaho area and you're looking for a house or a home, or you want to sell a house or a home, Ruth is the one you want to go with. She will do you right. Let me tell you. You know,
she's the relocation expert of the treasure area in Idaho. So if you're looking for a place or you're sell, don't be afraid. Hesitate.
You know, if you're if you're driving on the road and you break down, who's the first person you call? You call your AAA, you call your insurance company, or you call your best friend to come help you out. Well, if you're looking for a house or to sell a house, who do you call? You call Ruthie. She is that friend. She is that person. She will get you going. She'll get you through multiple houses, or if you don't even want to go in the houses, she'll take video for you possibly so you can take a look that way. Whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do, she's the one you want to go with. All right, here we go. Here is game 2 now, set 2, and Jessika gets the first goal.
Another face-off victory for Jessika here. Tim has only won 1 face-off. Jessika has won all of the other face-offs this match, folks.
Remember to keep it clean in the chat. All right, Jessika 3-1, 4-1. It's like she's a whole new person. Someone told her a thing or two, and then bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. She takes it down, 4-2. You know, you just never know what to expect with these players. Sometimes they'll just come out of nowhere and hit you with a left wall, right wall. I'm waiting for the day when a player learns how to pop the puck off the table and take an air shot. Maybe it'll be Josiah who learns the air shot, the flip-flop air shot.
And with that, Jessika is pounding the puck into her opponent's goal. Look at the speed of these shots. little dangerous on her own goal, but she is shooting it hard, and when she hits it accurate, it is going in. Tim is not able to stop that shot. It'd be tough for any player to stop that shot right there. Does sneak one block in, and then ties it up. We're at a 6-6 games, folks. Show me!
6-6, who's gonna take it? Oh, and there it is. Tim does get the final goal.
That is unfortunate. In that moment there, it's tough because she stopped the puck so far up on her side of the table, and she wanted to continue the onslaught on Tim, but because she shot so far out of position, she just didn't get back in time to block her own goal.
Right. And there it is, though. Tim taking game 2 in set 2. He only needs 2 more games to close this match out. I'm not sure if we have a viewing going on in person there. I think we were going to try something new there, but I'm not sure if we're doing that right now. It's kind of hard to know. All right, chat. How are you feeling about this match, chat? Does this air every day? No, this does not air every day. We air every Monday and every Sunday. And we also do some, every once in a while, interesting pop-ups.
Some of the pop-up events have been very exciting. We got to see inside live scoop of our Beat a Pro challenge that we do, where the #1 player of the American Air Hockey League, Nathan Buss, goes out and it takes challenges from opponents to win $100. And the only thing that happens if they lose is they've got to sub to the channel.
Man, if I was in their position, I would lose just so I could sub to the channel. Because who wouldn't want to be a part of the AA AHL?
I'm not risking anything. I've already subbed.
That's true. Somebody toggle the light switch.
At the arcade, I'm still kind of like, I got 3 of them right here.
Looks like there's a bit of fun banter going on there.
I was like, where is that coming from?
It looks like we're...
Who is hiding the pun? Why do you do this to me?
Let's go, Tim. I got $100 on you, says Isaac.
Alright. You are needed.
You know, that's probably a good place to throw your money as of right now, but who knows? Jessica could very well come back and take back this match. Ooh, and a great touch by Tim there.
Tim is up 2 games to 0 in set number 2, being up 1 set already. He wins 2 games before Jessica wins 4, and it's matched over. And we're moving on to the sets of the night.
If you are in the chat, we want to apologize for our night bot. It does kind of go off on a tangent sometimes. It is, you know, hard to regulate it at times. But here we are, Tim versus Jessica. Tim has control of the puck. Goes through the right wall under and manages to land it now 2-0. Jessica with control of the puck. Ooh, almost lands a double wall, but no, doesn't quite land it. But Tim gives the puck right back to Jessica for another try. Jessica almost lands it, and there it is.
More cuts, and there she does. Wow.
As you
She
were
read
thinking
my
about
mind
it,
in that moment, folks. She shot a lot of crosses.
She thought your thought and took it to the goal.
I think a left wall under here from Jessica would be very killer. It would mess up Tim's defense. She hasn't been threatening that side of the goal with a bank very much. So it would definitely mix it up.
Oh, another really good forehand cut.
Mixing it up with a palm forehand cut.
That was beautiful. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you do. Watching a shot like that.
That's
gotta
something
enjoy
I'd be a
a
little
shot
afraid
like
of in a moment like this. Woo wee.
You know, I think that's one of the few things that, like, any new player, if you can learn how to go forehand, even if you just start trying out, because I mean, it is just a killer move using forehand shots. They're hard to read, they're hard to you know.
But they're also one of the harder shots to shoot in the sport. You have to be able to hit it accurately to threaten your opponent. Otherwise, after time, they're just going to win.
Right. Tim now 4-2. Jessika bringing the puck up to a good shot, but doesn't quite land.
Sorry.
Now Tim gets it on himself. It looks like the luck is switching sides here.
Tim mixing it up with his body language as well on the table. Facing the left wall like he's going to shoot a left wall, and then shooting something else.
Right, his feints are pretty good there. I mean, he really likes he at first he shows one way and goes a different.
That's something that we see the top level pros do here in the American Air Hockey League. Play mind
Ooh,
games
a
with their-
nice cross there. Now 5
And-
all. As you would say, a nickel apiece. The point of criticality.
And with
Jessika
that, Jessica
gets
does
back
get
control.
possession. Shoots a right wall under. Tim does block it. She blocks her corner off that shot, though. That's beautiful. Shoots a cut. Tim transitions into getting the puck. Shoots it. Jessica stops it in its tracks. Oh, and with that, Tim is scoring another quick forehand transition into a cross from Jessica. 6-6. Show me.
Can Jessika take back control and get this game out? She misses, but now she needs to get back in
Just
defensive
misses it
position.
there.
She catches it there. Nice catch by Jessika. Brings it up. Goes for the cross. Doesn't quite land. Tim is
Yelling
ready
in
and waiting.
excitement.
Tim gets a touch on there. Jessika
And
gets
that's a
back
forehand
control.
that you don't want to see in that moment. Just loses it, hits 3 bangs, and then Jessica just
And
eats
there
it.
it is. Jessika takes game 3, her first game of set 2.
And look at this here, folks. The slowness, threatening all of the shots, and then hitting it with a cross.
He tried to get in position, but wasn't quite fast enough.
I'm sorry. We have blankets. Do you want a blanket?
Oh man, the Jackman 2370 low key. I'm beefing with the Nightbot right now. You know, our Nightbot it can kind of go off sometimes, and you know what we really could use is a bot for air hockey. You know, at the table. How cool would that be to make like an AI bot that you can practice
Interestingly
against?
enough that you bring it up, if you go to Richmond, Virginia, there is one.
Really?
Yes.
That's really cool. How's that work?
In the science museum. It's in the science museum there in Richmond, Virginia, and you can play the air hockey bot.
That's something we're gonna have to do here at the AAHL. At some point, we'll have to go to Richmond, Virginia, and test this out because that would be, I think that would be really fun to try and to, you know, to show the viewers. I wonder if they'll allow us to stream in there. Hopefully. All right, here we go. Now 1-1 on
One
game
apiece. Tim
4.
takes point 1. Jessica says, I'm scoring right back. It's 1-1.
And
A little bit of
King Carl, its first name is Robot. All right, still 1-2. Tim, now it's time, and he makes it count with
Tim
the right
is
wall
doing a
under.
very good job of hitting this quick under when Jessica is moving back and forth on the table. She's doing her bounce, staying ready on defense the best she can. But sometimes when she's going to rock to move forward, Tim is shooting it where she needs to be moving back and just catching her in that moment of criticality.
Tim with time once again. 3-all. Will Jessika shut him down this game? I mean, you know, it's 3 to 4
double
now.
bank.
It's just every round is keeping it close. Remember, if you're just now tuning in, we are the AAHL American Air Hockey League, and we stream live every Monday night and Sunday night. And you know, like, subscribe, leave us a comment. You know, if you have any questions, what this is, what we're doing, leave it in the comment section.
Shout out to Rise in the chat. Ranks are on the line for the American Air Hockey League. Tim wins this. He's moving up. And shout out to Ladarius Barron. We do have a real estate sponsor, Ruthless Real Estate, sponsored by Ruth Kamichek.
Yeah, she does an amazing job here in the Idaho area. You know, if you're looking to get a house, get a home, sell a house, sell a home, property, you name it, she will find the right one for you. And, you know, she makes the transition seamless. She makes it feel like a joy, not work, right? You know, sometimes you go to do something or you want to do something and you're trying to figure it out and it's like, man, this is so much work just to get my thing. No, this is meant to be a fun, enjoyable experience, you know, whether you're getting your house or selling your house. So go through Ruth. She does it right. All right, looks like we'll be heading into the next match, possibly the final match between Tim and Jessika. You know, Tim now, he won the first set and he is 3 games in to the second set now. Jessika needing some help if she wants to come back in this match. Hey, Seth, what do you think, you know, Jessika needs to do to take this match?
I might be sounding like a little bit of a broken record here, but I'd love to see Jessika shoot some left walls. If she
You know, that
can
is
shoot a solid left wall on Tim here, I think she throws his defense off and then takes probably a whole set.
I agree with you. You know, there really is only, what, 4 shots that you really need to really lock down, and that's your right wall, your left wall, your cross, and your cut. I think if you're a player who's just getting into this, those are the 4 things you should be working on most. I don't know though. What do you think, Seth? All right, there it
I
is.
think there's 6. I think there's 6 shots you should be looking for. You got your left wall under, left wall over, right wall under, right wall over, cross, cut, and then everything else that goes in the other category.
Yeah. I will say though, the forehand is not only beautiful, but it really is hard to defend against. And if you can use both hands, and so then you're using your left, like that could also be a really good bonus, I think.
Oh yeah, because then
But
you've
those
got
are definitely
2 strong
bonuses.
walls and 2 weak walls to mix your opponent off, shoot different angles, because off the hand is different for a lefty versus a righty playing.
I like King Carl's comment here. If we were going off of face-offs, Jessika would be winning. You're not wrong. Jessika really does.
She would.
She does get a lot of face-offs.
And that's just to show that face-offs are only part of the sport of air hockey. At this point, she could have won every face-off. It might not be changing where we're at in this match.
I like Trick Taylor here. He said, I thought they were just mashing it around. Didn't know there was technique. Yeah, you know, and that's kind of how it is. A lot of people don't realize just how much technique there is in the sport of air hockey. Originally, when I was first asked about doing, you know, commentary for this, I wasn't sure if I'd even, like, what I'd even say or do, because, you know, I figured it's just 2 people hitting a puck around. But no, there's a lot of technique, there's a lot of skill involved, and you wouldn't know it until you actually verse a pro air hockey player. In fact, if you go to our shorts in the AAHL, you know, link, you'll find our #1 air hockey, American Air Hockey League player challenging random people, regular casual people, to a match, and if they win, they get $100. If they lose, they only have to subscribe. And I'll tell you what, most of those players lose by either 6 or 7 points. And it just really goes to show just how much difference there is between a pro and a casual player.
And with that, Tim is on the precipice of ending this match. He is up 6-5 on Jessika. She's trying to shoot that right wall over. Oh, shoot the left wall. I like that shot here, folks. Does the cut, misses it a little bit. Another right wall over, misses. Tim gets possession off the missed double bank. And with that here, folks, Tim ends this match with a double bank forehand shot. Ruthless way to end the match here, folks.
Absolutely. It's just destruction. And, you know, but it is what it is. Tim taking game 4 in set 2, making him the winner of this matchup.
Let's
Got a
go
little
ahead
bit
and get him in the booth here quick, folks, before we move on to our next segment of the night, where we're having sets. We've got quite a few players that we've got playing. Unfortunately, Tim, I do not believe, is one of them. Let's look at the lineup right.
Just now joining us, and this is your first time seeing the AAHL. We do air hockey. We have pros, we have casuals, we have amateurs. We do it all. And you know, if you're liking what you see, like and subscribe to see more.
And next up, we do have two of our more casual players. Javier, who played his first match a couple weeks ago. And shout out to Sosa in the chat. We do have doubles for this. The way doubles works is you play until you get scored on.
You know, I see Alrighty saying I could beat all these guys. It's just that I have a sprained wrist right now. Well, maybe you shouldn't be Alrighty. You should also try using your all lefty.
Makes sense.
Yes, alrighty.
I had a bad feeling about today, mostly because of the way that
I
you
have
beat me the other
played a few occasions with my left hand because I've been hurt or unable to use my right hand for one reason or another.
I like the shout out here from Center Line Pro Air Hockey. Let's go. Great work, AAHL.
Thank you so much. And huge shout out to the event that they've got going on coming up soon. They've got the next showdown, Contenders versus Gatekeepers, coming at you live March 13th at noon.
It looks like we're still gearing up for more matches, but we are having a little bit of technical internet difficulties, I believe. Hopefully we'll be able to get that figured out, but you know, there's some really bad, nasty weather up there in Idaho right now. Oh, and if you didn't know, neither of us commentators are in Idaho with them. In fact, I'm here in California, and Seth, where are you located once again?
I'm located in North Carolina.
So we have a person in North Carolina, a person in California, and a crew of people and players in Idaho. You know, we're really going out of our way to make an entertaining show for all of you. But not just a show. You know, we get players who want to play out here, you know, professional players, amateur players, casual players. You know, if you're looking to get involved, you know, join our membership and check us out. Maybe you just like playing for fun and you want to, you know, go to the next step. This could be your opportunity to get involved.
On next deck we've got here, you can see we've got Javier Romero warming up just a little bit here. Warming up his nice right wall. I can tell you from the last time that I watched Javier play, he looks like he's got a lot more puck control on the table. And he's more ready.
Man, you know, I think, what would you say is your favorite matchup out of all the AAHL players? Who do you like seeing the most?
My favorite matchup was The Gene team versus Left in the Dust for our
Oh, that's
doubles
so
event that we
true.
had.
Man, it was not only was it a super close match, but it was just like, it was so, we got to see Chad and Josiah in that match, and Chad, he was a sleeper. We didn't even know what he was able to do or anything. That was the first time seeing him play, and he actually closed out almost every match. Josiah might have been carrying him in the early game, but he would close out the matches.
And
All right, it looks
that's
like
why
we
it's one of my
may be back
favorites.
up. There it is. Javier versus Kiera. Although right now it's Javier warming up against him.
I just did a lot of practice, and that was awesome. I never did that.
And Javier just taking his time warming up. Javier is one of our newest players. He's already gotten up to rank 28 here. He's still being calculated in.
That's why I'm gonna lose this game. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. Listen.
Shout out to our sponsor in this moment, Ruthless Real Estate, Ruthless Himitsu. She's got a few places that she's listing right now, all in Nampa, Idaho. We've got a plot of land and a 6-bed, 3-bath place, as well as a 3-bath place. So if you're looking to move to the Nampa, Idaho, Boise area, in the Treasure area, shout out to Ruth. She's a ruthless relocation expert.
Absolutely, she does a fantastic job. She helped not only my mother, my brother, and everyone in that area. I think she even helped out my sister, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, she's the one to go with. She really will find you a great option.
That shot right there, that'll win you something.
I also wanted to bring up our other sponsor, our heating and air conditioning sponsor. They pride themselves in offering the best prices, service, and best warranties around. So don't settle for anything less when it comes to your home comfort. Call them at 208-585, or excuse me, 585-5868, or visit right now heatcool.com.
And looks like that we're gonna have Kira hop onto the table so that they can also warm up.
I love Ralph Jones saying they did Tim dirty, because you might be getting confused whether Tim is Kira. No, Tim is not Kira. Tim is just warming up with Javier.
Yeah, Kira needs to get on this table because her boyfriend's playing her. I didn't know that.
All right, now Kira is going to warm up, I believe, versus Chance.
Yes. The boyfriend is gonna warm up the girlfriend here.
Just remember those things, man.
Yes, kind of.
And hear that Tim is giving Javier some advice. Moving up in the rankings, Tim himself trying to help another fellow player do the same.
Certain fingers get banged up.
Kira getting her fingers taped up and ready.
I love what King Carl said here. He said, first time viewer, took me 5 seconds to like and subscribe. If I had a league like this, I'd join 100%. Totally understandable that, this is a lot of fun. Getting together with your friends, family, it's just, what's better than that? Ooh, and Chance lands the cross. Chance is a pretty good player here, so, Kira's going to have a hard time warming up against Chance. It'd be like an amateur boxer warming up against Mike Tyson.
Well, warming up with Mike Tyson's going to get you ready for this match. And Kira,
Tell you what.
need that after watching Javier warm up. Shout out to all of our viewers. This is the American Air Hockey League. We're about to start our next set, which is going to be Kira playing Javier. Kira is warming up with Chance on the table right now. Kira is on the left side.
Remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying what you're seeing. We do these lives every Monday night and Sunday night. And, you know, we love to see you there. Leave a comment and questions if you're interested. All right.
Well, I've got a question for you, Caleb. When am I going to see you playing at one of these events?
That's a
When's
good
your
question.
next visit up to Nathan?
Well,
and
typically,
the crew as the American Air Hockey League.
Well, typically I don't like to try to go up there in the winter time because, you know, the roads, they are typically closed, snowed in, snowed down, and I'm not much for trying to set up a whole plane ticket up there. So I would like to drive up there if I am going up there. So typically I would say maybe I might try to make my way up there in April. I might also wait a little longer and come maybe more in, you know, July or August. But I'm hoping to actually go up there maybe twice this year. We'll see. That being said, I think we may end up seeing some matches and whatnot in Oregon possibly next month, and I might be going up there to do some stuff. So we'll see.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Quick little sneak peek here in what we've got cooked up here at the American Air Hockey League.
We also want to remind you guys, you know, whoever you believe you want to see at the end of the night, you get a choice, a chance to choose which players you want to see go against each other. It's the fans' choice game at the end. You know, why catch them if you don't eat them? I mean, I catch Pokemon. Do you see me eating Pokemon? No. All right, and Kira's still warming up against Chance.
Now that we've seen a good bit of both players warming up, who's your favorite in this match so far, Caleb?
You know, it's hard to say. I've seen a little bit of both players, and I have yet to see them go against each other. I feel like Javier. You know what? This is hard. This is really hard. I feel like Kira has more time playing, and I actually think she's going to take the win. That being said, it's because she has more. You know, she has more experience. She has really good shots. That being said, I feel like Javier, if he doesn't own goal himself as much as he was the last couple times I've seen him playing, I think that he has a lot of potential of winning. That's the real question mark here, is has he improved enough to not shoot in on himself?
Oh wait, are we on the right side? Yeah. Which? Here's blue. So I gotta.
Danny saying this is more entertaining than tennis. Couldn't agree with you more. You know, we got commentators. We read out your comments and chats at times. You know, we like to see what you guys are thinking and wondering. We try to do everything we can, and each time we do it a little bit better. All right, the game match is now starting.
Are y'all ready?
Emily with the face-off, Kira versus Javier. And Javier gets the first touch. We're right well under to start this whole match off.
Face off 1, goal 1. That's exactly how we started our last match, folks. This is a 1-for-1 set. So this is solely a 4 out of 7 games here, is what we got on the screen.
Javier looking really good with his movements. You know, he's moving back and forth. He's getting good touches. A huge cut there
That was
by
a
Javier.
good cut from Javier.
Ah, but see,
Take a
there it
little
is.
own goal.
That's what I was talking about. Javier, he has the power and ability, but he does shoot a lot in on himself, and I'm a little bit concerned that that might be his downfall.
We did see when Jessika playing hard and fast is a little bit of a double-edged sword. It can lead to a higher percentage of own goals.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I mean, he's had a lot of time with it. I feel like Kira is not really trying to take control too much here. She's just, you know, playing it safe, holding in front of her goal, letting Javier take his shots, and you know that might pay off. We'll see. Kira with an opportunity here, taking her time, goes for the right wall, doesn't quite connect, and then loses control. Javier now with time. Goes for the right wall over.
For those of us just checking in, welcome to the American Air Hockey League. We've got a set here, folks, a 1-of-1 match, which is Javier versus Kira here. Javier is currently the 28th seeded player in the American Air Hockey League. Kira over here is 33rd. Javier is the favorite to win this match, coming off a good practice match with Anthony. Let's see if he's able to continue to dominate this match.
Well, and here, Philip, you know, in the chat section saying, I bet the air conditioning wins. You know, they definitely have a good air conditioning unit, and it keeps the place nice and cool for the players. All right, Javier now with control, 4-1, really showing his dominance here in this first match. And now Kira getting some opportunities, doesn't quite land them. Javier trying to take back control. Evan saying, no way, this is a sport? Absolutely, this is a sport. It's been around for 50 years plus. And it's your time to shine. You can join us as a member and check out our page. We do a lot of fun things. Check us out every Monday night and Sunday night. Absolutely, Kira's defense is next level.
She has been handling the onslaught, keeping Javier only to 4 points. She just needs to convert a couple of these possessions into goals, and she's golden. She's gonna be rocking this game out.
You know, here in the comment section, Ma Prods, who is number 1? Well, if you're asking about who's number 1 in the American Air Hockey League, that would be Nathan Buss. If you're asking who is number 1 of all time, that would be Seth. Go ahead.
That's either going to be Colin Cummings, current world champion, or Tim Wiseman, 10-year world champion. Maybe 11.
Who started this sport? That is a good question. Who did start the sport?
Who started the sport is the USAA, the United States Air Hockey Association.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's interesting. You know, this has been around for quite a while, but you're just now starting to see how exciting this can be here at the American Air Hockey League. Javier with control and time, brings it up to the front, tries to go for a right wall, doesn't quite connect, then goes for another right wall, still doesn't quite connect, goes for another right wall, but Kira's there to block it, but then goes for the cut, and it's in!
And with that, Javier is up 6-3.
Javier only needs one more point, but there we go, Kira now 6-4. Javier going for those right walls over and over. It's definitely one of the ones he loves the most. Oh no! Kira blocks it, but then lets it slide on in.
That is unfortunate. She just doesn't block her corner. And see that look on her face. She's like, oh, I just made a mistake there. Look at her now, though. She looks locked in, ready to play this next game. Javier taking it 7-4.
Absolutely. Now remember, Kira is ranked number 33 in the American Air Hockey League, and Javier is ranked number 28. You know, Javier was considered the one to win this. He won game 1 in set 1, I believe. Is that it? I'm not sure. Is it two sets?
One set match.
So I believe, or sorry, he won game 1 in set 1.
Yes.
Excuse me, that's what it is. So Javier, he only needs 3 more games to close this out.
Yeah. Death metal air hockey. Alrighty. Are y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Game will start on my release.
Ooh, ah. And with that, Javier take the first possession again. Currently won 2 out of 2 first possessions from the faceoff.
Ooh, a nice shot by Javier, and Kira though locked in and blocking.
Goals. Then he doesn't settle the puck down enough in this moment. And then he says, I'm gonna go for a shot here.
Oh, and then he gets a weird double wall, left wander.
Does go in on her goal. We've got a 1-1 game so far here, folks.
Kira with time, goes for the right wall under, and he lands it. Beautiful.
Bangs the right wall under in there. Javier looking just a little bit not ready for this bank shot. Kira taking advantage of the lackadaisical position from Javier on defense.
Kira with time, tries to go for the right wall under. Now Javier with time, getting back control, goes for the cross, but Kira great with her defense. And there's another great defense. Kira is just rock solid right now on defense. She just needs to increase her power in her shots. Whoa, a beautiful cross cut. What was that? Because that would be considered a cut, but it was still, man, what a shot by Javier.
That was a good deep cut from Javier here, folks. Another unfortunate error from Javier. Kira taking advantage of it though, is up 3-2 now, has possession of the puck, shoots an over, just misses it, hits the center of the goal. Javier this time shoots the same shot, but it goes in.
Javier with time goes for the right wall, doesn't quite connect. Now Kira goes for a cut there, doesn't quite land, then goes for the right wall, not quite in position. Javier now it's time. He switched up his feet. I don't know. Watch this replay.
Hit him with.
Watch the feet.
Hit him with a jump right here.
Right wall under. Javier showing some really cool flair. You know, that's got to be a new thing. I don't know what we're going to call that. The shuffle shot, I believe.
That is the shuffle shot right there. You are correct.
The shuffle shot by Javier. I believe that's going to be his new main move. What a shot. That was a cooking shot if I ever say so myself. Man, this got me tongue twisted on that one.
Ooh-wee. Kira with a little bit of an onslaught here. Just loses it. That bounce off was just far enough out of her reach that she didn't get it.
Oh, and there it is, a right wall under.
And
nice
with
shot.
that, it looks like the ref did call that over. Javier did cross the line. And it hit the puck when it was on Kira's side of the table, so he doesn't get a point for that.
beautiful shots, but man, I'm still left a little speechless after that shuffle shot. He goes for one!
Does it
He
again?
does it again! How? How are you going to do another shuffle, double tap, double wall, under? This is just incredible. This is why you never judge a book by its cover. We thought Javier, being ranked number 28, was not going to show up to this battle, but man, he is showing us we were absolutely wrong.
He
6-4 now.
Demolishing the puck with speed on the table. Shout out to the players here. We're gonna have a fan's choice. Pick a player match. You're gonna pick the players that are gonna play in our last match of the night. After this one, we've got one more exciting one.
Game point for Javier, 6-5. Will he land this last one and make it 2-0, or will Kira?
The last one is going to be Peter versus Anthony.
Oh, and Javier shoots on himself once again. Now 6-all. Kira with a chance here, but no! Javier lands a right wall over. Look at this final shot replay. Taps it, lets it go, clips it, right wall over.
Just like that, Javier squeaks that game out. Scoring a lot of points, but unfortunately some of them was on himself.
If I win 2 more, or if she wins 4.
Oh yeah, it's not a best 2-3 like yesterday. It's just a regular.
2 games, 2-0. Javier, though, a close match that one, 7-6. But man, I think even if Kira had won that match, I think Javier won our hearts with those shuffle shots.
Shuffle shots indeed. Getting jiggy with it on the table with his dance moves.
If you guys are liking what you're seeing, you like these shuffle shots, you like watching the American Air Hockey League, then hey, leave us a like, leave us a sub, join our membership, whatever you want to do. Everything helps. We love you all. Game 3 now coming up here in a few seconds.
We appreciate all of y'all's support and to the support of our title sponsor, Ruth Kamichek from Ruthless Real Estate.
Emily with a 360 to start things off.
Yeah, she's ready. Air Bear, our mascot, coming into the picture for just a sec. Wagging his tail, getting ready for the start of this game.
Are y'all ready? Yep. Oh.
And here we go now, face off for game 3. It looks like Kira is not even going to challenge. She's just going to stay defensive, let him take the face-off shot and get control of it. Oh no!
That is an unfortunate own goal by Kira there.
Kira time tries to do a feint, but goes for the right wall over, doesn't quite land. Javier accidentally letting the puck out of his control, now with an opportunity. Kira with time takes shot after shot, goes for a double tap there, doesn't quite land it because Javier is not a zombie.
Javier doing a good job, does need to stop the puck. Otherwise, if it keeps bouncing in and goes in his goal, it will count for Kira. And with that, she takes advantage of the foul of getting the puck and shoots a nice over, right wall over, into Javier's goal.
Oh, and then she gets
Into
another
a right wall under, mixing it up on him.
Edward, saying almost not fair. Javier reach advantage. Yes and no. If Kira wanted to really lean forward over the table, she would be able to reach it. I think this is more of a experience thing. Kira going for the right wall over, doesn't quite land. Goes for a left wall under, but Javier with a beautiful block. Javier showing that he's actually He's reading the defense really well right now with his touches, his one-touch shots. One-touch shot. Kira, nice block there on herself. Kira now with a chance, goes for the right wall, but Javier does block it.
Kira looking here to extend her lead this game and turn the tides of this match. Currently, Javier has just been up and winning.
This is one of those few things that you can tell.
Does try it.
You can really tell, you know, a higher ranked player versus a lower ranked player, right? You know, the amateur bracket versus pro bracket. You know, pro bracket, you really don't see players giving the puck away too often. Where you can see that it does happen quite a bit here. You know, these players are still a little inexperienced, but man, both players still doing a really good job on their shots and their blocks.
And with that, we're at 3-3. Javier shoots a right wall under, doesn't get it. Kira just barely doesn't stop the puck before it goes into her goal.
Fluffy Dragon Slayer asking, between the two of them, who's been playing longer? You know, that's a really good question. We had Javier on here, I think, first. Maybe I'm wrong. But I will say that I think Kira's been playing longer.
This is Kira's first live streamed event, though, for the American Air Hockey League, and this is Javier's second.
Javier now with time. Goes for the right wall, doesn't quite connect. Hits a double shot, doesn't quite land there, though. Tries to go for another double shot.
Everyone in the chat, the first 5 super chats will influence the voter choice at the voters' choice game at the end.
SNZ the Great, what's your bets on who's going to win? That's a good question. I believe that Javier may take this only because after seeing that shuffle shot, I am a fan. But as I say
the commentator's curse comes at you. Kira takes this game, is now only down 1 game. She's cut her opponent's lead in half.
You know, we told Kira before this match started not to use Jedi mind tricks, but sure enough, she does and makes Javier shoot 2 in on himself.
Shout out to Matt Bentley in the chat, our first super chat, wishing the commentators would read more of the comments. So sorry here, Matt, from the booth.
Listen, Matt, we appreciate your you know, thoughts on it, and we would love to read more comments, but you're the only one who's done the super chat so far. You know, every super chat we're looking forward to reading.
Why is it silent?
Also, this match play has been exhilarating. Javier did not win the last stream that he played in, though.
I think he sure did. You got a bonk. Yeah.
Air Bear on the team, catching a little bit of love.
And there is the tap of the malice. Kira managing to collect game 3, so now it is 1 game to 2 games. And Javier, another goal, just hitting him in on himself.
Kira is doing a good job giving Javier enough time by playing solid defense to let his double-edged sword of speed and power on offense come to bite him occasionally.
You know, and this is what I said going into this match. I said that his biggest weakness right now is he does shoot a lot in on himself.
He does shoot a very fast, strong cross shot, though. This is on ESPN on the Ocho. There was an air hockey event.
I think that one
in Houston, Texas.
I think that one got what, 60 million views or something?
It had a lot of views. I can't confirm any numbers. Kira, beautiful defense here. Making Javier work for every shot.
You know, and Steve in the comment section, you know, saying Kira won't need to win on her own. Javier will beat himself. You know, that's a good question. It might happen. We'll see. You know, so far Javier has scored what? 3 goals?
But Kira's the one with 3 points on the board.
Right.
Good defense from Kira, blocking that double bank attempt. Shoots one herself. Javier does the same. Good defense from both players.
You know, if you're in Kira's position, do you just give the puck to Javier?
I don't give the puck to Javier, but
because Kira's defense is just so solid. She's like, you know what? He's shooting him in on himself right now. I'm just going to give him the puck.
I'd have to be mighty confident in my defensive abilities to just not play offense on my opponent. Still going to take the attempts on them. I'm not own going on myself nearly as much. It's worth it for me.
Oh, Javier's looking to do something quick here. I don't know what he was thinking, but man, you could see it on his face and his actions. He was looking to do something special there. Oh, and there it is! Look at that!
Javier with a blistering right wall over pinch shot. Faked it, fakes it. Right up to the wall. Pinches it just close to the wall.
And Javier now with time. Brings it out, goes for the right wall, doesn't quite connect. Look at that arm reach. It's like he's a slithering snake looking to strike like a cobra.
Shout out to Ocean in the chat here. The commentator's air hockey background. I'm Steph. I'm from North Carolina. I've been rank 1 in North Carolina. The highest world rank I've achieved is number 15. Played in the last 3 or 4 world air hockey tournaments. Played in several state tournaments. My doubles team for the North Carolina tournament has won the number 1 North Carolina doubles team every year.
We have, you know, Seth, we have a question here. Jonathan Ricks asking, how could someone join the league? Do you guys have a lot of locations? Bro, you know, what do you do?
Well, the North Carolina air hockey players have 3 main locations where we play for public tournaments. We've got a Greensboro tournament on Tuesday, starts at 8 o'clock at the Greensboro Boxcar. We've also got an event that happens on Mondays, starts at 8 at the Raleigh Boxcar, and in Durham on Thursdays in the Durham Boxcar.
I love Ocean M. I knew if you guys were all commenting, you guys must be OGs. You know, Seth is an OG. I would say he's one of the better players in air hockey that I know. But I am not an OG. I am just a casual player. And Nathan Buss in the chat saying, you know, stick around, y'all, because after this match, a pro match with the number 2 and number 3 in American Air Hockey League. So if you guys are wondering what it looks like to see pro top-of-the-line players play, you'll get a chance to see a good match here coming up after this.
How do you cover the middle in a doubles event? The way doubles works, Kinch Carl, is if you and I are on a team together and I'm first, I will play until I get scored on, and then you're up. And we play regular games of air hockey. The other team is not players, and it happens just like that.
6-3. Kira looking like she may take this game from Javier. You know, the question from Rob's Paradise, what does the winner get? Bragging rights? Currently, I would say that's about right. bragging rights would be a good thing, and moving up in the rankings of the American Air Hockey League.
And with that, Kira takes the game. She has brought it back, and we're at 2 apiece. Shoots a quick right wall under to put it in her opponent's goal. Seeing this turnaround so far and seeing Kira and Javier play, who do you think's got the edge at this point, Caleb?
I feel like Javier was doing some really spicy stuff, and then he kind of stopped doing the spicy stuff, started shooting in on himself. I think he got a little ahead of himself, and you know that own goals started happening. So right now, Kira's looking like she might win this. You know, her
Kira
solid defense proving to be effective.
Kira is also the underdog based on the ranking so far. The chat is looking for and the players. Javier might be hopping up in if he gets an interview to hand it out.
No.
As the Nightbot says in the chat, don't miss the action. Tune into our streams every Sunday and Monday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for more intense air hockey battles.
I keep doing that.
For those on the East Coast, that's 8 p.m. Kira quickly taking the next point, first point of this game number 5.
Kira, 1 point to 0 with a second one and a right wall under.
Yeah, that right wall under is killer.
Nice job by Kira. I mean, 2 games all. She
Rob's,
only needs 2 games, and Javier only needs 2 games.
Rob's Paradise, if you're in Hawaii, you have the ability to meet the #1 ranked air hockey player in the world right now. His name's Colin Cummings. Look him up.
Caleb, stick around if that's what you think, because we'll have the #2 in American Air Hockey League versus the #3 after this match.
Javier looks like he's getting a little bit frustrated. These own goals are starting to get to him as Kira's figuring out how to block his shots.
Javier, trying to use a little
mix it up a little bit,
there.
and he's mixing it up on himself.
Ooh, and a nice cut or cross. I don't know. So fast I
does
missed it.
have some life there. Getting a point in on Kira.
Javier now with time gets control of the puck, goes for the cut there, doesn't quite land it. Javier going for the right wall, doesn't quite land. Bam, and there it is.
Javier is starting to cook. Get on the table.
Ooh, Kira tries to go for a forehand shot there. Doesn't quite land it though. Goes for another forehand.
Another forehand.
I think
Shoots
the forehand.
a right wall over, barely misses.
I think she needs just a little bit more power on those forehands.
Gets another over. She gets a little bit more power on that shit, just like you were talking about. Flies right into Javier's goal.
Right.
Hits the goalpost just like you want, and then it falls right in. That's a hard shot to block, especially coming from that angle.
And shout out to OSK Entertainment. This is fun to watch. Absolutely. You know, when I first was offered the opportunity to shoutcast and commentate this, I was like, I don't know about this, you know.
Bang. Kira's shooting another shot, though. Look at this replay, folks.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just, you know, you didn't think it was going to be exciting, and then all of a sudden you can't find yourself looking away from the screen.
And
now,
with that,
folks,
Kira being down 2-0, it's now at the potential match game for this set.
You know, Kira was what? 1 game to 2 games, and now she came back 3 games to 2 games, takes the lead, only needs 1 more game to shut Javier down. If you
Shout
are
out to
wondering,
Deep and our other people in the chat here that air hockey is fun to watch and air hockey is fun to play.
I have a game, like a ball.
And with that, we are moving on to game number 6 of this match. This is potential match game for Kira here.
The sportsmanship.
Players with their sportsmanship given touch. Kira currently leading the percentage, 59 to 41 in the poll here with 427 votes. Javier does take the first possession again. And the first point, up 1-0.
he takes a timeout. Timeout called by Javier.
Javier says, I'm changing my music. I won't need it later. I'm not going to need it when it's 6-6.
Caleb asking, best of 7? Yes, each game is the best of 7. And then we also do sets. But in this circumstance, there's only 1 set. So whoever gets the first 4 games wins it. And right now, Kira is 3 games to 2. She gets a shot in there now, 1-2. Javier still in the lead in this game. All right, Javier with time. Actually touch it. Goes into a little bit of a diamond drift right there. I want to say that's maybe the first or second time we've seen that from Javier.
Yeah, Javier mixing it up. Realizing that he needs to mix it up after losing 3 games in a row.
Right. And
does get it.
Pays off. 3-1 now.
Javier is looking like his hand is a little cramped there. He stretched it out for just a sec, took his hand off his mallet.
You would be surprised about how many injuries you would get while playing air hockey. You would think, man, there isn't really much going on there, but man, you get these knee injuries when you hit the table. You get you crush your finger into the railing. I mean, all kinds of small injuries that really add up.
For deep play in the chat, the way air hockey works is you can't take your mallet and put it on top of the puck. You have to manipulate it with it on the table. You can't cross the center line. If you are the one who knocks it off the table, it's a foul and it's your opponent's puck. It's first to 7 points a game. And a set is typically, most events do sets where they're 4 out of 7. Some sets will also occasionally do it where they're 3 out of 5 games or even 2 out of 3, depending on the venue and the size of the event.
If you guys are liking what you're seeing, like and subscribe, join our membership, and if you want to get involved, you know, if you're in the Idaho area, head over to Jeremy's Arcade. He has a couple air hockey tables over there, and you can maybe catch us on a Monday or Sunday night. Never know.
And with that, Kira takes the next point. We are having a game here, folks. It is 1 point. Javier does have possession. Tries to shoot the right wall under, misses. Kira gets possession, settles the puck, winds up a shot, unfortunately loses it. Javier double bank, misses the goal. Kira is there on the defense as well, though.
Gabrielle, you know, I like this car. Basically, you have to hit the thingy into the hole, and then make sure to hit the thingy really fast and hard, but not too fast and hard. That's about right. You need a little bit of good control. You want to hit it fast and hard, but you want to do it with finesse. Caleb, that is a really good point. When you're watching from a spectator view, Javier's hits do look very predictable.
And with that, Kira brings it up 4-4. Successfully continuing her defensive wall approach. with that. Shoots across. Shoots an over. Does miss both. Love
a
that
nice
shot
right wall
here.
under.
She drags it up right when Javier starts to relax and think a straight shot might be coming. She bangs this right wall in on him.
Great shot by Kira. She only needs 2 more goals to close out this match against Javier. Will she take it from Javier? Will Javier manage to hold on?
And force match game either way.
Ooh, Javier with a nice
And
shot
with that, we're at 5-5. A nickel apiece.
The point of criticality. Kira taking shot after shot now. Javier with time. Brings it back. Goes for a shot off his backboard. Doesn't quite land it. Kira now with time. Javier gets
William
it back,
in the chat saying, is a comeback coming? Maybe. Only Javier and Kira are going to let us know.
That was lucky.
Kira with time. Tries to go for the shot. Javier now with a chance. Goes to the right wall. Doesn't quite land. Kira now goes for her shot. Ah, but she lets it go once again. Javier now goes for a double wall, but Kira reads it.
Dave's off the air. Shoots a right wall over from the same spot she's been shooting that right wall under. That's what air hockey is, folks. You can start to lull your opponent. Oh, that's
and Javier makes it now too. 6-all. Kira only
Good
needs
shot here. Hits
one
the
point
goal.
to win.
Hits Kira's mallet and just does not drop in the goal.
Will Kira land this goal right here, or will Javier get 2 more points and take the win from her?
Javier coming dangerously close to the shot clock. Something I didn't mention earlier for you, Deep. You have 7 seconds to shoot the puck once you gain possession. And with that, we are at match point, game point. Show me!
6-all. Kira now with time, but loses control. Now Javier with time. He goes into this diamond drift. Doing a little bit of a snake action, tappity tap here. Now Kira gets time with the puck. Goes for the left wall, but Javier blocks. Kira back with the puck, goes for the cut, but doesn't quite land. Kira goes for another guy, but Javier does block it. He gets back control of the puck.
Flutters around the table a little bit, almost flies up, doesn't. Kira blocks another shot.
Javier with time. Goes for a cross, doesn't quite land it. Javier now, once again, with time. Setting up his shot. He goes for it, but Kira blocks it beautifully. Goes for a cross, doesn't quite land, but now she has time as well. Goes for another touch. Doesn't quite land it. She's setting up her shot. Another touch. Javier just trying to hold on right now.
Shoots
and
an under.
Block.
Javier doing a great job on defense. Kira has shot several shots now, and Javier has blocked all of them to stave off and regain possession when he's... Oh,
no!
And that is unfortunate to hear, folks.
Kira
Javier's
using the
speed
force.
on the table has come back to bite him just a little bit here, and he loses game number 6, 7-6.
You know, I understand.
To win this set and take the match.
I understand Javier's position. You know, when you're facing Kira and you're just intimidated there at the very end, how could you not shoot it in on yourself? What a beautiful game by the two of them here. Kira versus Javier. Kira does take the win, ranking number 33. And we'll be going on to our next matchup, which is going to be our number 2 versus our number 3. That is Josiah versus Spec, I believe.
Very excited for this one. Also, shout out for our viewers. We're going to have our last set of the night be picked by y'all.
Excuse me. It's actually our number 3 versus our number 4. I had that misunderstood for a while there. Our number 3 versus number 4. Peter Kai versus Anthony.
Ooh. Oh yeah, David.
Now, if you guys felt that game was good and you enjoyed that match, let me tell you, you are in for a treat on this next match. Anthony versus Spec. Both these players, great players. I believe Spec has a world rank. I'm not sure if Anthony has a world rank or not.
I think they both do.
They may both have world ranks. I'm not sure. I'll have to go into the. I guess there's a place where we can go to find those answers.
Airhockeyrank.com is going to give you those answers. That's the place to stay most up to date for the air hockey rankings and standings.
And gotta appreciate Tim for cleaning the table for
Getting
these players.
it ready for this next upcoming match.
Clear it out. I don't want that over here yet.
You know, even if you feel a little bad for Javier losing to Kira there, I gotta say Javier still won in my heart with those shuffle shots.
The shuffle shots, indeed. Tim getting ready to warm up Anthony here.
And here we go. We have the world ranks for Anthony and Spec. Spec is world rank number 38. Anthony's world rank is number 83. I believe that Anthony, here's the thing, Anthony has improved dramatically from when he last went to Worlds. So even though his world rank may be categorized as 83, I believe he ranks somewhere more in the top 40 at this point.
If he can, it's time for him to challenge somebody in the rankings, in the USA rankings, to move up in the world.
Absolutely. Here we go, Anthony warming up with Tim.
Tim over here showing how good he is on the table.
Right.
Anthony getting ready, putting some tape on, just like we saw Kira do. That might be the magic sauce here, folks. Putting a little tape on, get that little extra grip, a little bit of extra cushion around your fingers before you play. That did well for Kira, so let's see how that does for the next one.
If you are just now tuning in, this is the American Air Hockey League. We are going to have a matchup of Peter Kai versus Anthony, number 3 and number 4 ranked in the American Air Hockey League. If you're enjoying what you're watching, like and subscribe, join our membership, and if you want to try to catch us one of these days, head over to Idaho, Jeremy's Arcade.
But we've got a poll up in the chat now. Who do you think can win? Peter or Anthony?
Man, that's hard. You know, originally I would have said Peter 100% all the way. Peter, Kai, I mean, Spec, he has a lot of shots in his arsenal. But, you know, after seeing how well Anthony's been doing lately, I kind of think Anthony might take this from Spec. Anthony's still warming up, taking his time, looking for a good song to listen to as he defeats his opponent. Yes, sir.
I'm curious here. Based on seeing both players, we've seen both of them play a lot recently in the American Air Hockey League. Who do you think is going to be the one to win this set today? Peter or Anthony?
I think it's Anthony. I do. You know, Spec originally would have been my first pick every time. But Anthony has improved so much lately. We'll see, though, because, you know, Spec, he has a very wide arsenal, a wide range of shots. And as soon as you think you know what he's going to shoot, suddenly he pulls something else out. Chance with the diamond drift into a right wall over, I believe. Remember, this is just warming up. There is no score yet. This is still just the warm-up. Chance is warming up with Anthony, and after they warm up, Peter Kai will come out here to warm up as well before the match between the number 3 and the number 4 in American Air Hockey League, Anthony versus Spec.
just say where's Chance? Punk him?
He's asking where is Spec, but what we heard was respect. Where's Spect?
Yeah, my mom and dad are coming.
It looks like in the chat people want to
Shalom
bet.
wants to see. I'm assuming Tim there. Shalom. Our next match after this one is going to be a viewer's choice match. You can get your vote in. The first 5 super chats are going to get the most votes. Thank you for the love, Gabrielle.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, grab your snacks, Tic Tacs, and knickknacks for this next one, because it's gonna be good. The number 3 versus the number 4. You know, they pull out a lot of different moves, tactics. You know what I wish you could do. Now, I don't know what the rule is, but I would love to be able to like shout and talk during my match. What is the rules on that, Seth? Excuse me.
You are allowed to interact with your opponent. If the ref determines that it is too much, they will put a stop to it, though.
That makes sense. It's like whenever I play against my brother, right? My brother being the #1 in American Air Hockey League, I can typically get 1 game out of him before he warms up. But I have to use every tactic in the book between distraction, sleight of hand, talking, and just everything you could think of. But I can still manage, even as a casual, to maybe get 1 game from him. But as soon as he warms up, it's over. Like, there's just no keeping up.
You got that right. I and Nathan have played a few times recently, all of the past few years, and he is a monster on the table once he's warmed up.
Now, are we going to have this match, and then after this match, is it going to be the viewer's choice game?
The viewer's choice is coming up next.
So, if you've been watching here for a while, after this match, you'll get to determine who plays in the next match. All right, and here's now Peter Kai getting ready to warm up versus Chance as well.
What? No. Well, I'll have to leave here soon anyway to go get into my car. All right, ready?
As you can see, Peter Kai, just in a very good defensive position. Doesn't let a lot phase him. Just like Gordon says in the chat, Peter looks legit. And oh, you are right.
Peter is the man. He is the myth, and he is the legend. He might be Steve 3, but Peter, he is my bid for this event since Caleb is taking Anthony.
Chat took one look at Peter and said, "Oh, he's the one." But you know what? Anthony has come a long way, and I think he can show you a thing or two here on the table as well.
Nice cross.
They both can. Both being fantastic players. Who do you think is going to take the first game, though, Caleb?
That's a good question. Honestly, Peter usually takes a little bit to warm up. I think Anthony... Man, it's hard, though, because Anthony makes a lot of mistakes in the early game, too. That's a good question. I want to say I want to say Anthony takes game one.
Stupid cross.
But I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
you're really riding the
here-
Anthony train here. All right, folks.
listen. Spec is looking really good right now, and his
Spec
shots
is
are
going
looking really
to win
good.
this first game. Spec is my guy right here.
I'm not gonna lie, he's looking really good right now, and I'm starting to wonder if my vote is starting to be questionable. But you know what? Come on, Anthony, I believe in you. If you're just now joining us, we are the American Air Hockey League. And, you know, if you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe, leave a comment, ask some questions. We like to try to read the comments when we get a chance. And there is now Super Chat as well. We have just became monetized today. So if you're just now joining us, you can become a member. Check us out. You can head over to Idaho to Jeremy's Arcade and be able to maybe play against or with us. You know, check us out. And Kyle in the chat, Marshall saying, just sub. We appreciate your sub there,
Cross shot. Every time.
Kyle.
You bait for it, too.
Chance, you know, he's starting to look pretty good warming up too. He's really gotten his diamond drift down in the last couple times he's played. He's been looking pretty impressive out there
Spec
on the
looking
table.
ready on the table. He says, all right, it's time. And
Bring out the big guns.
And with that, folks, we are going to be moving on to our next set of the night. As always, the set is a 4 out of 7 games, at least for tonight. And every game is going to be 7 points.
A pro table is basically Dynamo or Photon. Every other table is
Standard
just
also
not.
a pro table. All right, here we go. Said by Mr. Newman in the chat. Let's go.
Here it is. Remember, cast your votes. Root for the player you're going for. Who is going to take this match? The number 3 versus the number 4. Will Anthony finally make his way and show that he is capable here? Will he defeat Peter? Will he start to make his move on the rankings? Here we go. And the face-off.
Ooh, ah.
Peter gets the first touch.
Taking
by
the first
Anthony.
one. Then he gets
Shoots
scored on.
himself. Oh, not looking good for the start of the match for Anthony, but here we go. Oh,
And
Peter.
with that, Spec is up 2-0 with a cut.
Oh,
a
but
cut
look
back
at that
from Anthony.
Bam!
Another
and there it is
one from
again, just
Spec.
shot after shot. These people are trading blows. The double ouch.
And
there's
with
the
that,
left
he
wall
shoots
under.
the left wall under.
You blink and it's in. 4-2. Anthony just trying to stay with it. But Peter, man, he is just looking absolutely steady. in these shots.
Fantastic play coming from Spec on the table here. Does get another shot off. Another cut shot does get blocked. This time shoots a couple off goals. Shoots a left wall over, double tap. Into a right wall under from Spec there. That is a good shot. Look at this here, folks, on the replay. Bang. Right into Anthony's goal.
Anthony now with time. Finally getting control of the puck. Goes for a cut. Doesn't quite land it. Goes for
Here's
an
another cut.
off-speed. Kai now with time, though. 5-2. Oh, what a
Anthony
beautiful counter charge!
Back in the play, shoves the puck right in his opponent's goal. Spec loses it off the right wall bank shot.
You know, Anthony, he had to have been thinking Kai's thoughts to counter that shot. 5-3 now. Kai with control of the puck. And biggity bang banger, it's in!
Oh, Peter
6-3
Kai there.
now.
Another cut.
Oh, there's all over.
Another
7-4.
one.
Kai does take down Anthony in game 1. Unfortunately, Anthony letting me down in the first match, but he still has 3 more games to make it up.
Well, if Spec or Peter is playing like that, We're not going to see many more games right here, folks. This is professional air hockey right here. This at its finest. We've got number 3 and number 4 duking it out in an exhibition set for y'all.
Oh man, that one got me going.
Yes, sir.
I almost fell out of my chair. I think I might have broke it just a little bit from the pure joy of that match. I don't know if any of you out there are watching and having the same issues as me, having your chairs break on you, because it's just that exciting.
This is some fantastic gameplay.
I will. Don't even tempt me. I will break something. Alrighty. Y'all ready?
And here comes the face-off for game 2. And Peter Kai gets control and an opportunity here. But Anthony, nice touch block into a right wall under. Great job by Anthony.
Point. Let's see that again here on the replay. Nice right
Oh, it
wall
was an over. Wow, it was so quick. I actually thought I saw an under, but man.
Dang, Speck with a right wall under.
Anthony with time now. Speck getting control. 1-1.
Anthony with good defense blocks it. Puck does flutter up a little bit. Does stay on his side of the table. Speck with another cut shot. Pump fakes. And he hits the right wall under again.
And this is what I'm saying. Speck just coming out with these shots. You know, he has just such a wide arsenal of shots.
Shoots another shot. Does get it back. Anthony gets a piece of it, but doesn't keep possession. Shoots a quick forehand in transition, but doesn't go in. Shoots another one. Then he owns goal. Peter is now up 3-1 this game, folks. Into another cut by Peter. That's his 5th cut so far of these 2 games.
Now,
and another one back from Anthony.
If you didn't know, Peter was originally ranked number 2 in American Air Hockey League, but Josiah just recently passing him up, becoming ranked number 2. So, you know, I think that kind of got under his skin a little. I think Speck is saying, wait a second, there's no way. I need to show everyone just how good I really am.
Peter saying, I am the man. I am the man with a plan. I'm winning this game. And he has been executing his plan flawlessly on the table here, folks. Look at this control that he shows.
If you're just now tuning in, this is the American Air Hockey League. We do professional games as well as casual games, as well as amateur matches and everything else you can think of. If you have any questions or you want to leave a comment or have any ideas on how to help us improve, let us know. And send us a super chat or join our membership. We would love to hear from you.
Anthony with another charge, getting a piece of it, gets possession from it, then he shoots a cut. And with that, Anthony has cut Peter's lead down to 1 point only. Shoots another left wall. This time it's an over. Anthony stays out and blocks it. Peter captures that cut transition into a right wall under. Beck said, give me my lead back. Anthony said, no, I'm taking it back. Point for point right here, folks.
Anthony still keeping up with Peter right now. Come on, Anthony, you got this. But Peter says, no way you don't.
And that is another cut shot for Peter.
Peter landing a lot of cuts on Anthony right now.
Another card for Anthony when he's down points. Says, nope, I'm still going to do it. And with that, he takes the possession and he takes the next point.
But there it is.
Right wall over. That is a ruthless shot right here, folks. Watch this shot set up from Peter. Smooth. Bang with the back of the mallet. Hits closer to the wall, so it hits the far side of the goal. And that is game number 2 for Speck.
And Anthony there, he saw the shot coming. He thought it was an under. He moved his paddle to block the under, but it turned into an over.
That is the first right wall over that Speck has shot these 2 games. perfect time to mix up shot selection on his opponent, keeping him on his toes, just not ready, looking like Swiss cheese on defense.
Swiss cheese, that's it. You know, the holes, they open up. And, 2-0 now. Anthony, he's going to need a little bit of help. I mean, his shots aren't bad, but, man, trying to block some of these shots coming from Spec right now. Spec is just looking really good. I don't know if you saw his game last week, but he looks like a whole nother animal tonight.
He came ready to play tonight, folks.
Honestly, if I was Spec, tonight would be the night I challenge the #1 in Idaho.
Yeah.
Reset score. Nathan is worried about you. Why?
And that, folks, don't worry. We've got another match of air hockey after this. We've got the player's choice. You can pick any of the players that have played in either a match or a set coming up.
Crispy Bread asking, how much is the prize money? Tonight there is no prize money, but when we do tournaments, there is prize money, and it just depends. It depends on how many people come to play. It depends on our sponsors. It depends on, how big of an event it is. We've seen, I don't know, when you go to Texas, how big are some of those ones? They're like $2,000 plus.
Yeah, I've seen some in the thousands before.
Thousands? Yeah. And that's before, that we joined into this, now being monetized for the first time today and just growing extremely fast. People are loving what they're seeing. I can't blame them. 2-1
Back
now.
to the action, though. Peter is crushing some shots right wall under crosses. Anthony's shoving shots right back at him.
And once again,
look at this
4-2.
replay here. Peter takes it out of his goal, and then he shoots transition.
Spec now with time going for these shots.
It's good the way Spec is setting up his shot. A lot of the times he's setting it up where he's doing a quick right to left drift right before he shoots the shot. That makes it easy to feign.
Ooh, nice.
And hit the right wall. It also makes it easy to feign and hit the cut and the left wall.
Ooh, now Spec bringing out his dragon shot.
The dragon shot is indeed coming out.
Oh, but a quick right wall under by
Anthony said, I'm not getting swept this game. I'm at least fighting. And it is 4-4 right now. Spec almost loses possession, manages to keep it with a quick off-goal shot into getting it. For those of you at home, you have 7 seconds to shoot the puck between every time you get possession. Quick pump fake again, and then he shoots a cut here, folks. Look at this replay.
He manages to pull Anthony away from his goal with those pump fakes. He makes him think, I'm not going to do it, and it's just, it was so good.
And he doesn't move the puck at all in that moment. Anthony on defense there needs to focus on the puck specifically. Peter's hands are telling a bunch of lies right now, getting him to move his defense out of position. And another cut for Peter.
Ooh, 6-5 though. Can Anthony hold on and take a game from Spec? I don't know. Anthony though now getting control, takes his time, brings it up, goes for a right wall and
shoots
a
a double. A quick cut.
Spec now and only needing one more point to end this game. And there it is!
And he does end it right there.
7-5 now, 3 games, 2-0. Good.
Another cut. That is the second game that we've had 4 or more cuts from Spec today out of his 3 games for points.
Both these players hitting extremely fast shots. I mean, I'm a casual player, but I've played against these, some of these players, and they're looking extremely hard to defend against right now. If I was on that table, I'd probably be getting 6-1, 7-0'd, with how fast these players are shooting these goals right now.
And with that, we are moving on to game number 4 already of this set. Spec or Peter is up 3-0. This is a potential match game or set game, folks. And now we're moving on to the face-off.
And there it is. It looks like
Anthony wins another face-off, though.
Anthony tries to do a pump fake on Spec this time. Doesn't quite work. Goes for another, but Spec defends it beautifully.
We've got the brooms in the chat. Let's see if Spec can do it for the viewers at home.
Anthony taking shot after shot after shot. Spec defending all of them and then takes one shot and lands it. Now Spec with time. Brings it up, goes for a left wall under, doesn't quite connect, goes for an off goal.
Don't forget,
Goes
viewers,
for a straight shot.
don't forget, after this, if Spec can bring out that broom like Razor in the chat is saying, we are going to have the fan choice game. All of the players that have played so far tonight, you are going to be able to choose between them to play our final set of the night.
Anthony now with time, brings up the puck, doesn't quite land it. Now Spec, going for the shot, goes for a couple off goals here, tries to pull Anthony away from his defense. Spec goes for a right wall under, but Anthony reads it and blocks. Anthony now with time. Goes for the left wall under, doesn't quite land. Spec does block. But the right wall, excuse me, his left wall, beautiful shot by Anthony there. Already Strazy saying, I want to see Peter. This is Kira. Remember to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing here at the AAHL. Anthony now with control, 1-2, needing some help here. He's down 3 games. Now, Seth, if you are in Anthony's position, what do you change up to try to take this match from Spec?
Well, what I'm doing for sure first is I'm doing a more set up approach on offense. The way Anthony is shooting his shots, he's playing more by the seat of his pants. He's not setting up a specific combo to try to drag Peter out of a spot on defense or make him worry about 2 shots that hit separate sides of the goal at the same time.
Absolutely. You know, I couldn't agree with you more. Anthony, you haven't seen a lot of off goals by Anthony, whereas Spec, you'll see Spec purposely shoot some off goals to try to drag Anthony away from his defense, just like he did right then and there.
The other thing that I'm doing if I'm Anthony in this shoot is I'm not moving so far to the left or the right on these bank shots. Sometimes, if you look at his mallet position on defense, he's on the side of the goal. He's not blocking it. And that's how some of these overs are just getting by. And some of these weaker unders are getting by. You need to block a high percentage of your goal. And yes, you really want to jolt, block your post for the close side bank, but you got to do it in a way where you're ending in the right spot. If you move too far, your goal is open. Spec with another cross, though. That's his second shot on the scoreboard for a cross. Another one. Putting on a show. He said, I'm going to shoot a cross. I'm going to shoot another one. Oh, flies up, hits Anthony in the hand. Ref takes a timeout for just a sec. Anthony says, yep, I'm ready. And let's see if Peter can end it here, folks.
6-2, only needs one more.
And he does! Look at this!
Play!
Watch this. This is a ruthless shot right here. Shot of the night so far. Fake forehand, left wall over. Hands go up, triumphantly winning that game. 7-2.
Absolute destruction by Spec here tonight.
A little bit of disrespect on that flair of that final point coming from Peter. And the brooms have gotten brought out just as the people in the chat have said.
I don't know what chat is saying about what match they want to see, but man, I would love to see Spec again. Really, I would love to see Spec versus either the number 1 or the number 2, but I don't know if either the number 1 or the number 2 is there to play tonight.
Well,
It's a
from
good
home
question.
base, we have got our poll coming up very soon for y'all.
Who
Of
is
are
going
the
to be
next players that are going to play?
Next top 2 players play. So there you go. Who do you want to play in the next match? The poll will go up. The top 2 players in the poll will be playing. So, if you're watching, this is the American Air Hockey League. Like and subscribe. You have a chance to vote for the players in the next match who can play against each other. Your vote counts. Unlike the well, your vote counts.
It looks like
Just
our
remember.
options are getting ready to get lined up here. We are going to have a show, a showcase of the players, and the fans, y'all, are going to choose who plays.
Everyone trying to say what they want here in the chat, but all that really counts is your vote. We appreciate who you feel should play against each other, though. This has been that was such an exciting match there, Seth. I mean,
Very, very
Spec
exciting
just,
match.
you know, he was looking extremely good out there. And SpongeBob, he says he's going to head out. I don't know. You may want to stick around. We're probably only going to be on for another 20, 30 minutes. You may not want to miss out on this last match.
All right, everybody, get your votes out. Vote for the players that you want to see. Don't vote for just the match. Let's see the players that you want to see, and we're going to pick the top 2 names that we see a lot.
Okay, I guess that's how we're doing it. Say who you want. It looks like one Razor is saying Tom versus Peter.
Unfortunately, we had Tim play earlier, but
just so you know, even though you may want Peter versus Tom, it would be a blowout game. Peter would absolutely crush Tom.
for those in the chat, who wants to see Chance? Who wants to see Anthony play again? Who wants to see Nathan play? Nathan currently being the #1 in the American Air Hockey League.
We got all kinds of players out there. Who do you want to play? There we go.
All right,
the poll is now
Let's
up.
see the poll. We've got the hype train going, but we've got a poll. We've got some of the top options.
It looks like so far, Peter Kai versus Nathan, 59%, 60%. Oh, but Peter versus Matt, 10%. Oh, Anthony versus Kiera, 29%. It is moving quite fast. Your votes are pouring in.
I know my vote's going for Peter versus Nathan. I want to see the top dogs battle it out.
Absolutely. If I had my phone on me, I would also vote for Peter versus Nathan. We got all kinds of things going on the screen right now. Hey, if you're just joining us, we are the American Air Hockey League. Like and subscribe. We just got monetized today. Throw us a sub, maybe join our membership, and you can vote in the chat right now. Vote in the poll. Who do you want to see versus each other? And it looks like we're currently at Peter Kai versus Nathan is definitely leading with 52%.
Out of the 52 votes that we've got already. We're going to have the poll up for 1 more minute, folks. If you haven't gotten your vote in yet, please go ahead and get it real quick.
We're cutting everyone short because of that stupid Peter versus Nathan stuff.
Bro, you do that every week.
Yeah, you guys do that every week. You guys do that every week. You versus Peter Kai.
We are going off of the fans' choice, and they want to see Peter versus Kai.
I personally, if I had the option, I'd change my vote to Emily.
Versus Nathan.
I would love to see Emily play.
Oh man, the Emily versus Kayla games, they are good matches.
I would also like to see Kira play again, maybe against Emily, see how that match would go.
Kira versus Emily would be a good match.
The fans are asking for Peter versus Nathan, though. It looks like that's what we're going to give them.
48%, I couldn't agree with you more. I think that is the show that we want to see. The matchup of a lifetime. Can Peter, after getting his time in, he was looking incredible out there. Will he be able to take down the GOAT in American Air Hockey League?
All right, folks, we are ending the poll. We've got the match decided. It's going to be Nathan versus Peter.
And that is the poll. 48% in favor of Nathan versus Peter, with a close second at 30%, Anthony versus Kira. So now Nathan warming up versus Chance. This is what you've been looking for. Nathan just warming up with the diamond drift, shot after shot there. Look at that, he goes for a challenge. And, you know, will Nathan, with his top gear speed, be able to take down Kai? Spec, excuse me. Nathan going for an off goal there, tries to pull Chance away from his defense. Brings it back for a dragon shot, almost lands it. Nathan, another dragon shot. A good warm-up game for Nathan here. And bam, it's in!
So I feel like you can just like,
If you're on the line and the puck's touching your mallet, I hit your mallet and the puck goes in your goal, it legit counts. It's the coolest thing ever.
Nathan Buss does indeed have the speed here, folks.
It wasn't like 80%, now it's like 40, now it's like 58.
yeah, why am I not up there?
He was going up. Anthony and who? Yeah.
Nathan with the diamond trip, warming up, goes for an off goal there, pulls Chance a little bit away from his goal. Now Chance is on the right side. Nathan's going to go for that left side, but he misses in anticipation for the shot.
I think the people are
Nathan destroying Chance's right hand.
I'm sorry, man.
That's why.
It was epic. It was
What an insane challenge between the two. Nathan showing why he's number one, absolutely crushing Chance's dreams and crushing his hand. And that is why Nathan is sponsored, and the AAHL is sponsored by Ruthless Real Estate by Ruth Kamichek. We are ruthless out here on the table, crushing hands and souls. And here it is. Nathan now goes for their dragon shot, and he lands it.
Somebody swap me out. I got you. Or, yeah, you guys can come in.
Hi, Chance's mom.
Y'all can come in.
I don't know if you guys want to just dive into get the car. Oh, bear. Hey. Bear here.
Oh,
Get out of here with that garbage.
Nathan now with a huge touch there, and it goes in. Chance just saying, I'm going to reset the game real quick by just throwing it in. Everyone happy and waving to their friends and family, and maybe even the camera. If you're just now joining us, we are the AAHL, American Air Hockey League. Like and subscribe, join our membership, you know, throw out a shout out here in the super chat. You know, we'll read your comments and questions. Remember to keep it appropriate, keep the chat clean. We are a friendly place to be. All right, Peter versus Nathan.
I'm tired of the Peter and Nathan game. You guys do it every night.
Yeah, but nobody knows. They want to see number 1 versus number 2.
You're not. He's not number 2. I am number 2 now.
They want to 5-1-7.
So it is true that Peter has become number 2 after that last match. His
Peter's-
MMR, his hidden rank stat, meaning when you win games, win matches against other players, your stats go up or down. You don't necessarily have to win against a higher ranked player to go up in stat. Every time you make goals, wins, it increases your points, right? And so Peter actually moves up in the bracket here to number 2. So Nathan being number 1 and Peter being number 2 will now face off.
It depends. Yeah, it always depends on the outcome of the match to see who goes up and who goes down.
The Anderson barrier tonight.
It's just like chess, the way the ELO system works for those who are not very familiar.
And here we go, the face-off, and there it is. Nathan does get first control.
Right there.
And I probably won't have time to read chat because that's how quick this match goes. Nathan now with control. Goes for a right wall under, doesn't quite land, but gets back control. Nathan now with time goes into the diamond drift. Goes for the left wall under, doesn't quite land. Spec does defend. Goes for the cut and
Another
lands
cut.
it. Spec with the first goal. Now Nathan with time. Tries to fake
Your
out
first
Peter,
cut
but
here,
no, it
folks.
doesn't
Let's
work.
see if
It's
he
Spec,
can
Spec
take the
gets
first
back.
game.
Now
Another
Spec
shot.
2-0.
Left wall under that time from Spec.
Oh, and that forehand left wall.
Left wall over.
Great job and shot by Nathan there. Oh no, Spec losing control, gives it over to Nathan. Now Nathan goes for the shot, but Spec with time. Spec goes for the shot, doesn't quite make it. Nathan goes for a shot. He tries to counter, but it goes in. Peter now 2-all, but no, Nathan fires right back. 3-3, I believe. Spec goes for the shot, doesn't quite land. Nathan with time tries to go for the shot, doesn't quite land there. Spec now has an opportunity, but oh wow, shoots on himself just so quick he couldn't even block his own shot.
We know that a lot, that can happen from Javier, and it does happen here at the number 1 and the number 2 seeded players. It definitely can happen.
Now 4-2 or 4-3, I'm unsure. And now Spec gets another one, 5 up. Nathan with time goes into his diamond drift, tries to get an off goal to pull Spec away.
We've got
Trying
Peter
to
a
bait
lot
him
of
out.
love in the chat. Go Pete, go PDW, Peter.
5-2 or 5-3, it's hard to tell. We need to fix the score. All right, Spec with time. Goes for the shot, doesn't quite land. Goes for another shot, doesn't quite land there as well.
Another left wall. This time Nathan is blocking it. Nathan is figuring out the shots a little bit here. Maybe just nerves got to him a little bit. Spec had played a full 4-game set.
Right. He had that warm-up time. Nathan didn't have any warm-up time here.
Yeah, just a couple possessions.
Right. It might even be a good time for a timeout if I'm in Nathan's position.
He is, yeah. If Spec blocks a couple more shots and Nathan keeps possession, I would really consider doing it.
Right now, both players just defending and rallying here. Neither one making a goal at the moment.
I'm Nathan. I'm taking the timeout right here. I'm figuring out this shot to take next.
Manual saying it's 5-2, not 5-3.
He said, I don't
think
need
you're
to,
wrong.
though.
I
He's
believe
doing a
it
left
is
wall under
5-4.
himself. Look at this replay here, folks.
Very close match right now. 5-4. Peter really showing his spirit here, but Nathan catching back up now. 5-5. Nathan with a great block there. Stops the puck dead in its tracks. Tries to catch it, but no, it slips on in.
We are at 6-5. Peter is up.
6-5 game point for Peter. Nathan with a beautiful dragon cut.
Game point either way.
Oh, in
This
and
is it.
out
Nathan,
with the
get the
save.
puck. Show me. Oh,
Will he
shoots
take
it off
that
goal.
Peter right now?
Baiting Peter out a little bit. Does get a touch on it and captures it back. Nathan does the same to get the possession again.
Nathan with time goes for the right wall, doesn't quite connect. 6-all in the strength game. Nathan goes for the right wall, doesn't quite connect. Peter tries to catch it, but couldn't get it. But now Peter does catch it. Peter with time pulls Nathan out. Goes for an obstacle. Now he's afraid to do the obstacle because he saw how much Nathan was committed to trying to steal it. Tries to go for a right wall under, but Nathan gets the touch. Nathan now with time. Doesn't quite land the shot.
Here, folks. Nathan setting up his signature diamond drift.
Oh,
left
there
wall
it is!
over the shot here.
Look at
Look
this
at
touch.
this, folks.
It wasn't just a left wall. Watch how he hits it. He hits it with a slice.
Yeah,
Look at that
is
slice. Beautiful slice.
shot right there.
It's one thing to hit a left or right wall. It's another to hit it with a slice, which throws it into a whole nother trajectory. I can't even say it. A new shot pattern. And, you know, he took game 1 7-6. A very, very close match. Really great job by Peter. I mean, I really thought Peter was going to take that one going into game 1.
Well,
Nathan now, though,
showing
warmed up.
why he's rank 1 for a reason in the American Air Hockey League.
Because Nathan took game 1, I believe that spec has gotten dropped down to now rank 3 again. So, you know, just from that one match.
That's
his
how
MMR
close
went
spec
down
was
a
at
little
the
bit.
theater in between 2 and 3 apparently here, folks.
Absolutely. If you're just now joining us, this is the American Air Hockey League, where we do commentary, where we read your comments and questions, and we have pro air hockey matches. We do Sunday nights, Monday nights, and all kinds of other things. Keep in touch with us, like and subscribe, join our membership, shout out, whatever you like. We are here for your enjoyment. William Hart, this is what elite looks like. You couldn't be more right, William Hart.
Caleb, after seeing that first game, seeing Nathan claw back a victory from being down quite a few points, do you think Nathan's just going to continue to rock away with it and just take this? Or
It's tough.
Peter's going to win a couple games and we're going to see a close battle.
I do think Nathan is going to take this. That being said, man, Peter was looking really, really good. I haven't seen Nathan have to be so intense in a while. This game is actually a really, really good match to see. Right now, both players playing at the height that we would like to see here at the American Air Hockey
We
League.
got Kaylee giving us her face off. Ooh.
And it is, and there we go. Peter with the first control of game 2. Goes for an obstacle, pulls
first
Nathan
possession
away
from
from his
Peter.
goal. Oh,
Nathan
tries, but
charging
Nathan
right
takes
back
it.
at him.
Peter, you know, tempting the Lion with that puck right up to his face at the line there, and Nathan said, no way, I am that Lion, I'll take it from you.
Indeed, he did.
Spec, though, just holding strong. Nathan with a lot of time, a lot of opportunity, and he will take advantage of it with the right wall.
Does sneak the puck right around Spec's mallet.
Nathan just really showing his pressure on the table. You know, it's hard to understand as a viewer just how intense it can be once you're versing a pro player like Nathan and Spec.
I can tell you from experience playing Nathan, it is tough to play him. We played at one of the showdowns in the past. Shout out, they've got another one coming up on March 15th. It's going to start at 12 Central Time, 12 noon Central Time. It's
Big
coming out
Lex.
of Houston, Texas area in the Centerline Arena.
I love Big Lex here saying, look at that dragon, let's go, Nate. You know, even our viewers are starting to recognize some of the shots that we call out. The dragon shot, you know, it's where you catch the puck, bring it back towards your goal, and then drag it up to the front and then hit a shot. right?
Nathan
You'll watch every once in a while it comes out.
Nathan is doing exactly that I was talking about, and is just dominating this set so far.
You know, when Nathan warms up, that first game, that's why I say sometimes even I can get a game off of my brother, but when he warms up, man, he just becomes an animal. There's another dragon shot. What was that? Dragon cross?
Yeah.
Incredible
mixing up in the
shot
other
there.
side of the goal, keeping Spec on his toes. Ah, Spec, that is an unforced error right there. Going in the record books.
Ooh, what was that?
Forehand, left wall. Wow.
And it was off a transition.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
And we didn't even get a replay of that one. The one time we really needed that replay. Unfortunate, but that is okay.
It is hard to be in the booth.
Right.
Yeah, that we did miss such a good replay opportunity. And the poll is up, folks. Is Nathan gonna win, or is Peter gonna win?
Oh, Spec with the touch. Nathan just disappointed in himself. And there's another Dragon Cup, but Spec sees it and blocks it. Great job by Spec there defending that shot. Spec now with time. Ooh, Spec loses control of his mallet for a second, passes the puck to Nathan. I believe he might have touched it.
He committed a foul. He lost possession of his mallet when he was on offense, and Nathan's getting it because of it. Well, Chris, we'd love to see what Dave and Buster you're playing at, because this is some top-level air hockey play right here.
And here comes the final shot replay. But I believe that isn't the final shot replay. Now 7-5, Nathan takes game 2.
And with that, Nathan is 2 games away from victory of this set. Folks, let's get some love for Peter and Nathan in the chat here.
All right, Nathan now 2-0, showing why he's number 1. You know, I did kind of expect Nathan to win. He hasn't won yet, but he is winning. That being said, I kind of thought it would be a much closer round. That game 2, Spec was like game 1 and his match versus Anthony looking extremely good. But Nathan, you know, he's hitting these shots that we haven't really seen him hit before. That transition forehand, what was that, left wall, under or over or something?
Yeah.
I mean, it was such a crazy shot.
Spec honestly looked a little rattled after losing that first game, because he was ahead. Dropping a game like that could do a lot to your focus and mental as a player on the table, and almost just didn't look ready to play.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's tough, you know. And Nathan, he actually ranked at one point 16 in the world rank. I think currently he's somewhere in the 30s, and you know, number 1 in the American Air Hockey League. Here we go, game 3, and there's a face-off.
And Spec coming out, doing what we saw him do when he played Anthony. Maybe he finally got he shook out those post dropped game jitters, yeah, and he is coming out with a 1-0. Does a nice block. He did switch mallets as well. He's playing with his white mount this time. He was playing with his black one before. Nathan just showing his dominance on the table. Now look at this charge here, folks, in this final shot replay.
Absolutely
Bang.
great job by Nathan. 1-2 now. Spec though, beautiful right wall under. Nathan tries to get there, but not quick enough. Nathan with a dragon cut, but doesn't quite land. Spec is ready. Goes for another dragon cut. Maybe it's an off goal? No, it's a dragon cut, and he's just waiting to hit it.
Another one. Dragging it around the table.
The triple dragon is what I would call that. 3 dragon cuts in a row. Kisses the puck for good luck.
We've
And,
got
you
some
know,
love for Peter in the chat.
Nathan now with control. Goes for the right wall under, doesn't quite land. Nathan now with another try here. Goes for another right wall under. Spec is there to defend, but no! Nathan with a quick left wall over. Spec with time, left wall under, Nathan blocks. Nathan now with control once again, diamond drift. Goes into a transition, dragon like left wall under. Interesting shot there. A really weird position to shoot from. I don't know if I've really seen too many people shoot from the right corner of their table. The back right corner, I should say, near the goal. A very interesting positioning for a shot there. 5-2, Spec with control. Now 6-2. Nathan only needs. Oh my goodness!
Nathan
The
does get a capture
transition
on it.
shot.
Nathan just crushing his opponents on the table.
And we missed it with the final shot replay.
We
Unfortunate.
get to see him cheering after winning that game. Nathan has the ability to do it, what Spec just did to his opponent and bring the broom out here, folks. We see him getting all pumped up in his jersey there. Well, if you're here, if you're Peter here, Caleb, what do you think he needs to do to turn this match around? I mean, he would need to win 4 games straight.
If I'm Peter, I'm trying to find whatever way I can cheat without being caught. Because Nathan is just hitting these crazy shots. What can you do to stop that? I mean, the tip-off transition shot for the final shot there, there's no way I'm blocking that shot in Spec's position. So I'm going to be using every unfair tactical advantage I can think of.
Well, if I'm Peter here, I think the shot that I'm trying to shoot more is the cross. Spec has been shooting a lot of cuts. Over half of his shots when he played Anthony were cuts. And Nathan is doing a good job. He's adjusted to his offensive shot tendency to block more of Peter's shots.
If I'm Spec, listen, there isn't a whole lot on the line for this match. But if there was a lot on this line for the match, I think I would do some weird unhinged things. Like maybe I'd pull a razor and shave my head right there on the spot. Or something else that isn't illegal or you know, against the rules. Just something
My guy is unhinged. My fellow commentator chat is unhinged. He said, I'm shaving my head as I'm playing.
Absolutely. Whatever I can think of to try to bring down this monster of a player right now, Nathan, who's 2-0. Spec tries to pull a fake there, but doesn't quite land the shot. Does get Nathan to come out. Oh no, unfortunate
own goal.
Spec goes for a left wall, doesn't quite land. He would have landed that one, but Nathan is back in time to defend and takes a shot from him. 4-0 now.
From Spec here, if we're gonna see him turn this match around, Nathan is 100% cheating. Look at his defense. Look at how far it is to the left from this perspective.
I love how we're getting multiple camera angles during this match here.
He's focused on blocking the line of the cut, and he's reading when Spec is shooting his right wall, so he needs to mix it up. He needs to either shoot a left wall over that's slow and Nathan moves out of the way. He needs to shoot a right wall under that isn't going to get red, the more deceptive shot.
Oh, a nice
or
touch
he needs
there.
To shoot across
wall under.
Nathan
trying to get that 7-0. Peter now. And
And
there
he
it
done.
is. 7-0 for the last game. Wow. What a match. You guys all got to witness here at the American Air Hockey League. Nathan, the number 1 against Peter, the number 3, and he 7-0s him. And Peter was looking incredible out there. That's the craziest part about this. I would have not seen this coming, a 7-0, when Peter was playing this well. I don't even know what to say here, Seth.
Nathan,
that was crazy.
Putting on a show, showing why he is such a high-ranking individual in both the American Air Hockey League and the World Rankings, and how he just does it on the table. If you think you can beat Nathan in a game, you can catch him and you can catch other folks just like you in our YouTube short stream where we have him play random people at places where there are air hockey tables, and if they beat him, they get $100.
Right. Now, I don't know, is that going to be our last match? We have, it looks like Kayla and Emily gearing up to maybe play against each other. I'm not sure if this is going to be, if we have another match in this set tonight, or if we are calling it here.
Looks like the players at the venue might have spoken, and they want to see Emily and Kayla play.
Okay, so there it is. We do have another match. The lady starters are going to play against each other. Emily versus Kayla. Both players coming out here. So this will actually be our last match of tonight. One game, not a set, just one
game, folks.
Twist my arm, I'll watch.
Kayla here on the right,
absolutely,
and Emily on the left.
Gordon.
All the love for our face-off starters. Now we've got Chance doing it because they're playing each other.
The unexpected joy match here. Here we are. They tap mallets. Who is going to take this game?
Here as well, folks.
Now, I believe Kayla won last time when it was Kayla versus Emily.
Six. Puerto Rican. Who's the Puerto Rican start? Yep. Ready?
All right, everybody.
The Puerto Rican start. Here we go.
Ooh,
and there it is. Kayla gets first possession. Oh, and a beautiful shot by Kayla.
Blood as well.
Emily goes for the right wall under.
The table a little bit, stops it, keeps it on her side.
Emily, nice,
bang,
beautiful
right wall under.
1-1. Already a close match here.
She's head bobbing. She's got the music in her ears.
A right wall under, but Emily is there to defend.
Oh, nice cross coming from Emily. Kayla does read the shot, blocks it.
Oh,
Kayla shoots the same shot back at her, but Emily does not read it.
Now Kayla 2-1.
Bang, we are
now
at
2-2, 2 all.
2-2, folks.
And now 3-2, Kayla takes the lead.
Emily, unfortunately, moving back on the straight shots before it hits her mallet a little bit. If she waits for the puck to hit a contact, she's gonna get more stops on defense.
Absolutely. Kayla tries to get a touch there, but doesn't quite connect. Emily now with control. Emily does a slow wind-up. Doesn't quite land the shot, though. Brings it back. Another dragon shot. No. She switches it up. Tries to get a touch on there, and no, Kayla gets control. Now, Emily with time. Doesn't quite connect. Kayla getting back control of the puck. Goes for the shot, doesn't quite connect. Emily now with time again. Goes for a cut. And a right wall, and into another cut.
Transition. She's got the pump fist, too. Look at this shot. Bang. Cross transition. Cheers.
Absolutely great shot by Emily there. Ooh,
oh, and another replayable moment. We've got a shot and a charge.
Kayla with time tries to go for the right wall. Is not quite connecting. She
Welcome
has time.
to those who might just be stopping in. This is American Air Hockey League. This is our last game of the night. Exhibition game between Kayla and Emily, and we've got that. It's 4-4. First player to 7 points wins this game. First person to score 3 before their opponent is gonna win.
Oh, and a beautiful
and Kayla
offhand
becomes one
cross.
moment closer.
Look at this offhand cross by Kayla here. She brings it up and hits it on the side of her mallet. A beautiful shot by Kayla there. Oh, and another one!
And another one.
6-4.
Oh, wow.
Match point for Kayla. Emily tries to go for the shot. She needs 2 more points to catch up. And it's Buster with the right wall over.
Ends Emily Dreams in that last game. Look
Your
at this
final shot replay.
Over. Bang.
And that is it. 7-4. Kayla beats Emily once again. The revenge match goes to Kayla. We love you all. If you're watching, like, subscribe, share us with a friend. We will do one more sponsor, Ruthie at Ruth Kamichek, Ruthless Real Estate. She does a fantastic job when it comes to getting you in your home. She will find the right house for you. Reach out to Ruth at 208-965-3570. She is the relocation expert.
Not from the Idaho region. Don't be afraid. Ruth is a relocation expert here, folks. Just like Caleb here said.
I mean, what an incredible job by everyone here tonight.